I think Mark Anthony might know how to set up Zoom too. But did he explain it pretty good to you? How to
We
do it?
didn't go into detail.
Yeah.
We didn't go into detail.
Let me get Mark Anthony's. Yeah, he the one that wanted to debate me on JC.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Shabbat Shalom, Jason Shaw, ready to money up. Hey, gonna learn something today, Jay. I hope Woofy on here, man. Got something for Woofy too. Hey, Jason, call all you guys and tell them to get on board today, this morning. If you get, oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Hey, call if you get a Woofy number, call them and tell them to get on board. And Steve and all up. Shabbat Shalom, Philip Williams. Praise the mighty Yahweh. All is Yahweh put evil and good spirits upon all people. Either you got an evil spirit or a good spirit. Shabbat Shalom, Rasta here. It should be showing. Shouldn't it be showing the title?
Yeah.
The title should be showing, my son said. He typed it in there. Okay. When a few more people get on here, I'm gonna ask the question. It's a yes or no answer. to shine bright. So if you're down for y'all today, let me hear you say you're not away. A party in the island feeling that listen with your heart and feeling. The moment when I hold you close inside, the time is now. I'll let go of my pride and look forward to rise and soar. You're the only one whose name alone is worth to be named. Only through the advantage to what that I deserve to do. It hurts when I hear it not condemn. So Lord, out loud I will proclaim. Not no church, not no priest, no Jesse. Come on down, not no church, not no priest, no JC. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Not no church, not no priest, no JC. I know where my next meal comes from. I know where the city will come from. I know where all the truth comes from. Because the little bit you come from. I know where all the light comes from. Where the husband and wife come from. I know where all the knowledge comes from. And I know, yes I know, no one reigns above you, and no one reigns beside you. Shalom, 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 brothers and sisters all over the world. I'm YAHWEH ben Israel. I'm a Hebrew servant of the Most High Yah. And I want to give all honor, glory, worship, to praise to Yahweh by saying hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Praise the mighty Yah. Now today's topic, I'm going to talk about a spiritual man and woman in the spirit. First of all, I got a question for everybody. Is there any spiritual men and women on YouTube right now? It's just yes or no. Do we have any spiritual men and women in the house today? Anybody that's spiritual? Is there anybody on here spiritual today? Now you better think hard before you answer. Okay, you spiritual. Okay. How many more spiritual men we got and women? Okay. That's two. Okay. All right. And I got a question too. I need to find out how to hook up Zoom. Zoom. I got a Gentile at work. He wanted to debate me on JC, and I'm trying to get. I know Mark Anthony, you might have to call me and call my son to get this because I want to get this debate. Hurry up and go. It's a guy at work. His name is Zach, and he wanted to debate me about JC, and so I want all y'all to listen in on it when I do it, and Shabbat Shalom, and do it. So I'm gonna need Mark Anthony or somebody to call me and talk to my son about setting up Zoom, because I want all y'all to tune in on this debate that's coming up with me and this Gentile at work. Okay, and what else I want to say before I get started? Oh, don't forget to hit the like button too. You know, y'all remember to hit the like button on here. And okay. So if anybody, let me give you my number. My number is 618-203-4182. If anybody know how to set up Zoom, call me ASAP and talk to my son, and we're gonna get this Zoom thing going so I can get this debate on, before he run and get scared. And let me see. Okay, so we got two spiritual people. So Okay, well, let me go and get started. Let's start off in the book of Genesis. Okay, let me see. Genesis. Okay, start at Genesis 1, 6 and 1. No, just 6 and 3. Genesis 6 and 3.
Genesis chapter 6, verse 3. And Yahweh said, my spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he also is flesh.
You just flesh.
Yet his days shall be 120 years.
Now, our limit is 120 years old. If somebody say they know somebody 130 and 40 today, they'll lie. This book say you only going to live to get 120, not 121, not 122. The Almighty promised men on this earth 120 years. That's your deadline. You ain't going to live past 120 years. Okay, let's go to Genesis. Okay, Genesis 41. And start at the let's see if I got Genesis 41 and start at the first verse.
Genesis chapter 41, verse 1. And it came to pass at the end of 2 full years that Pharaoh dreamed, and behold, he stood by the river, and behold, there came up out of the river 7 well-favored kind of fat flesh, and they fed in a meadow. And behold, 7 other kind came up after them out of the river, ill-favored and lean flesh, and stood by the other kind upon the brink of the river. And the ill-favored and lean flesh kind did eat up the 7 well-favored and fat kind. So Pharaoh awoke, and he slept and dreamed the second time. And behold, 7 ears of corn came up upon one stalk, ranking good. And behold, 7 thin ears and blasted with the east wind sprung up after them. And the 7 thin ears devoured the 7 ranking full ears. And Pharaoh awoke, and behold, it was a dream.
Now, I'm going to skip around because Pharaoh had a dream, and the only person in the world can interpret it was Joseph. His wise men, scholars, and people that went to college, went to Harvard and Yale and Stanford, they couldn't answer. They couldn't answer their own boss, which is Pharaoh. Okay, read.
And it came to pass in the morning that his spirit was troubled, and he sent and called for all the magicians of Egypt.
Now you know his spirit was troubled because he was confused. He didn't know what was going on with that dream.
And all the wise men thereof.
He called all the lieutenants, all the governors, all the people that went to Yale, Harvard, Stanford, them real smart people, got plaques on their wall, master's degrees, everybody.
And Pharaoh told them his dream, but there was none that could interpret them unto Pharaoh.
Now all these people that went to college, went to Harvard, Stanford, Brown, and all that, he told them this about this dream, but they couldn't answer it.
Then spake the chief butler unto Pharaoh, saying, I do remember my faults this day.
I remember my faults this day.
Pharaoh was wroth with his servants.
He was mad at his servant because y'all got master's degrees, y'all scholars, y'all been to Harvard University, been to Brown, yeah, y'all can't tell me about my dream. Keep reading.
And put me in ward in the captain of the guard's house, both me and the chief baker.
Put me in jail.
And we dreamed a dream in one night, I and he. We dreamed each man according to the interpretation of his dream. And there was there with us a young man, a Hebrew.
It was a young man, a Hebrew, never went to school in his life, never went to college in his life. No, they ain't got no degrees at all.
Servant to the captain of the guard, and we told him, and he interpreted to us our dreams.
Now this man interpreted a dream, ain't never been to college, ain't never been to school, ain't got no high school diploma, ain't never went to first grade or second grade in school.
To each man according to his dream he did interpret.
But this man interpreted a dream when he didn't have no education at all.
And it came to pass as he interpreted to us, so it was me.
Just like he told him it was a dream about it. Let's find out who this man is.
Me he restored unto my office, and him he hanged. Then Pharaoh said, Call Joseph.
Call this man.
And they brought him hastily out of the dungeon.
They brought him hastily out of the penitentiary, out of jail.
And he shaved himself and changed his raiment and came in unto Pharaoh.
Now, when this man that ain't never been to school, this man that ain't never been to first grade, this man that ain't never been to college, when he came to Pharaoh,
and Pharaoh said unto Joseph, I have dreamed a dream.
He talking to this young black Hebrew that supposed to be a nobody. Man, I had a dream. All my wise men, the ones that graduated from Yale and Harvard and Stanford, they couldn't tell me. They got plaques on the wall, say they got their masters and this, that, and that, but they was dumb as a box of rocks and couldn't tell me about my dream. Keep reading.
And there's none that can interpret it.
And ain't none of my wise men that went to college can interpret none of them.
And I have heard say of thee.
I heard about you.
That thou canst understand a dream to interpret it.
That you can understand a dream and interpret it. That you know the definition of a dream. You can tell me what I dreamed and what the dream was about. Cold piece of work. Read.
And Joseph answered Pharaoh, saying, It is not in me.
I ain't a fart in the windstorm. I ain't a poot in the wind. It ain't me. Read.
Elohim shall give Pharaoh an answer of peace.
He gave it to Yah. You understand me? He said, Yahweh can do it. I can't do nothing.
And Pharaoh,
he didn't say I went to college and got it from Yale or Harvard or Stanford or the preacher or the deacon, my daddy and mama. None of that. I give it to Yahweh.
And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, in my dream, behold, I stood upon the bank of the river.
Now Pharaoh finna tell Joseph what he dreamed. The man that ain't never went to school, ain't never went to the first grade.
And behold, there came up out of the river 7 kine, fat flesh and well favored, and they fed in a meadow. And behold, 7 other kine came up after them, poor and very ill favored and lean flesh, such as I never saw in all the land of Egypt for badness.
I had this bad dream and I ain't never saw none of this before.
And the lean and the ill-favored kind did eat up the first 7 fat kine. And when they had eaten them up, it could not be known that they had eaten them.
Now he explaining this dream to Joseph. He don't even know what it means. He dreamed something he don't even know what it's about. He had to go get the nappy-headed black man Hebrew that ain't never went to school in life and ain't never got no education.
But they were still ill-favored as at the beginning. So I awoke.
Then I woke up because I was scared.
And I saw in my dream, and behold, 7 ears came up in one stalk, full and good. And behold, 7 ears withered, thin, and blasted with the east wind, sprung up after them. And the thin ears devoured the 7 good ears. And I told this unto the magicians, but there was none that could declare it to me.
I told this to all my scholars, all the people that graduated from Yale, Brown, Harvard, Stanford, and all them good college, got the plaque on the wall. I told all my wise men that was educated.
And Joseph said unto Pharaoh, the dream of Pharaoh is one.
The dream of Pharaoh is one.
Elohim has showed Pharaoh what he is
about
to do.
Let me read that 24 again.
And the thin ears devoured the 7 good ears. And I told this unto the magicians.
I told this to all the wise men.
But there was none that could declare it to me.
But none of my wise men could tell me nothing. They was dumb as a box of rocks. Read.
And Joseph said unto Pharaoh, the dream of Pharaoh is one. Elohim has showed Pharaoh what he is about to do.
Yahweh showed you what he finna do in your dream, but you didn't even know what it means. Watch this.
The 7 good kind are 7 years.
7 years. It represents 7 years.
And the 7 good ears are 7 years.
And the 7 good ears are 7 years. He's telling them what the dream is and what it was about.
The dream is one.
The dream is one.
And the 7 thin and ill-favored kind that came up after them are 7 years. And the 7 empty ears blasted with The east wind shall be 7 years of famine.
In other words, you're going to have 7 good years and you're going to have 7 bad years. That's what the dream was about. Read. Watch this.
This is the thing which I have spoken unto Pharaoh.
This is what? Read.
What Elohim is about to do, he showed unto Pharaoh.
What Yahweh showed you in the dream what he about to do.
Behold, there comes 7 years of great plenty throughout all the land of Egypt.
You're going to have 7 great years of plenty, everything.
And there shall arise after them 7 years of famine.
Then it's going to come a time when it's going to be 7 years of famine. Ain't nothing going to grow.
And all the plenty shall be forgotten in the land of Egypt, and the famine shall consume the land.
The famine going to take over the land.
And the plenty shall not be known in the land by reason of that famine following.
Because the famine you ain't going to be able to grow nothing.
For it shall be very grievous.
That's right. Read.
And for that the dream was double unto Pharaoh twice.
The dream was double. It was twice.
It is because the thing is established by Elohim.
It's because it's established by God, which is Elohim, which is Yahweh.
And Elohim will surely bring it to pass.
And he's surely going to bring the pass. Meaning surely going to happen. Finna happen.
Now therefore let Pharaoh look out a man discreet and wise, and set him over the land of Egypt.
Now let me find me a man that put in charge. Pharaoh say he's looking around in his men, but find him a man that's going to be in charge. Read.
Let Pharaoh do this, and let him appoint officers over the land, and take up the 5th part of the land of Egypt in the 7 plenteous years.
Now this is Joseph telling him how to do it. Look over the land and find you a man that's about their life. That's 100. They can do this and do that.
And let them gather all the food of those good years that come, and lay up corn under the hand of Pharaoh, and let them keep food in the cities.
Now he telling them how to do it. When the famine comes, he telling you how to do it. Read.
And that food shall be for store to the land against the 7 years of famine, which shall be in the land of Egypt, that the land perish not through the famine. And the thing was good in the eyes of Pharaoh.
And when he didn't have nothing, didn't know nothing, so they assumed.
And in the eyes of all his servants.
And everybody liked it what he said. He popping corn. Joseph was popping corn, y'all.
And Pharaoh said unto his servants, can we find such a one as this is, a man in whom the spirit of Elohim is?
The spirit! The man had the spirit. He didn't have to go to no college. He didn't have to go to no university. He didn't have to be baptized. He didn't have to go to church. He didn't have to believe in JC. He had the spirit. Read it again.
And Pharaoh said unto his servants, can we find such a one as this is, a man in whom the spirit of Elohim is?
Can we find a man just like Joseph? Can we find anybody in the world like Joseph? The man with had the spirit of Yah in him?
And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, for as much as Elohim have showed thee all this, there is none so discreet and wise as thou art.
Woo! Pharaoh said, ain't nobody in the world smarter than you. Couldn't nobody do this but you. Because he had the spirit of Yahweh in him. When Yahweh with you, boy, you going to be, listen, man, I didn't go no school to get this degree. I didn't go to college. I went to 12th grade and wasn't studying no school. I wasn't studying school when I was in it. The Almighty gave me this book. I didn't go to Yale. I didn't go to church. I didn't talk to the Pope of Rome. I didn't talk to nobody. Y'all gave it to me. Boy, I'm going to snap today. Read. Watch this.
Thou shalt be over my house.
He put Joseph over his house. He put a nobody and made him into somebody because he was smarter than anybody that he ever knew. Pharaoh didn't know nobody this smart. Read.
And according unto thy words shall all my people be ruled.
Oh, listen. Pharaoh said everybody got an answer to Joseph. Joseph was the ops. This man was Egyptian. Pharaoh was Egyptian. And Joseph was a nappy-headed Israelite. Didn't know nothing but the spirit of Yah. Boy, when the Almighty give you that spirit, can't nobody touch you. Read.
Only in the throne will I be greater than thou.
Now, Pharaoh said, the only body going to be colder than you is me. Everybody else got an answer to you, Joseph, because boy, what you said, keep reading.
And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, See, I have set thee over all the land of Egypt.
I have set the ops over all this. That's just like Donald Trump calling me, say, Yahudah, come to the White House right now. And I want you to be over everybody. Because could nobody tell me nothing but you. And he tell everybody on CNN, say Yahudah is running it from now on. If y'all got any answer to the question, y'all talk to him. Because I ain't found nobody smarter than him. Keep reading.
And Pharaoh took off his ring from his hand.
He gave him a gold ring. That's when we like jewelry. Because Joseph was the first person in the book that wear some gold. I mean, the first Hebrew. Not in the book, but the first Hebrew. What did he do? Give him what?
And Pharaoh took off his ring from his hand.
He took a ring. He took that diamond ring off his hand.
And put it upon Joseph's hand.
And he put it on Joseph's hand. He took that $1 million ring and gave it to Joseph.
And arrayed him in vestures of fine linen.
Fine linen. Expensive clothes, silk.
And put a gold chain about his neck.
And put a gold rope around his neck. Joseph, first Hebrew went, we wore it. Read.
And he made him to ride in the second chariot which he had.
He made him ride in the Bentley of Mercedes Rolls Royce.
And they cried before him, bow the knee.
Bow the knee.
And he made him ruler over all the land of Egypt.
And this Pharaoh made him ruler over all of Egypt. Don't you know how the people that was mad? They was mad and hating on Joseph. This our Pharaoh gonna come get a man out of jail and make him overseer. Yes, because y'all didn't know nothing. Y'all was dumb as a box of rocks. I asked y'all a question. Y'all couldn't tell me. When I asked Joseph, he told me what I dreamed and what the dream was about. Now, so that's all I wanted with that. I think, hold on. Let me see if I want some more. Let's see. Well, it's going to just talk about he gave him a wife, Asna, and then he had 2 sons. About, yeah. So that was all of that. Let's go to Exodus. Let's see. 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's go to Exodus 28. 28:1.
Exodus chapter 28, verse 1. And take thou unto Aaron thy brother and his sons with him from among the children of Israel, that he may minister unto me in the priest's office, even Aaron, Nadab, and Abihu, Eleazar, and Ithamar, Aaron's sons. And thou shalt make holy garments for Aaron thy brother for glory and for beauty. And thou shalt speak unto all that are wise-hearted.
All is wise and hearted, because everybody ain't wise and hearted.
Whom I have filled with the spirit of wisdom.
Only Yahweh can fill you with the spirit of wisdom. The Almighty, the only one can do that. Not going to church, not believing in something else. You got to have the spirit of Yah. Read.
That they may make Aaron's garments to consecrate him, that he may minister unto me in the priest's office.
Okay, let's go to 31. Exodus 31. Let's see. Start the 3rd verse.
Exodus chapter 31, verse 3. And I have filled him with the spirit of Elohim.
Yahweh have filled him with the spirit.
And wisdom.
And wisdom. He going to be smart.
And understanding.
And he going to understand there's no such thing as New Testament and JC and everybody else.
And in knowledge.
And he going to know the difference between the Old Testament and the New Testament. He going to fill him with the spirit.
And all manner of workmanship to devise cunning works.
Okay, let's go 35. 30. Okay, start at 30 verse. 35 and 30.
Exodus chapter 35, verse 30. And Moses said unto the children of Israel, see, Yahweh have called by name Bezalel, the son of Uri, the son of Hur, of the tribe of Judah, and he hath filled him with the spirit of Elohim.
And fill them with the spirit.
In wisdom, in understanding, and in knowledge, and in all manner of workmanship.
See, only Yahweh can fill the spirit. Can't nobody give you no spirit but Yahweh. He the only one deal with the spirit. And you ain't. That's all I need. You ain't got to have no. You ain't got to have no another book. Let's see. Let me see. Go to Numbers. Oh, that ain't what I want. Go to number 14. Let's see. Oh, yeah, 14. Let me see when I start. Uh, 14 is, let me see. Start the 7th verse.
Numbers chapter 14, verse 7. And they spake unto all the company of the children of Israel, saying, the land which we passed through to search it is an exceeding good land. If Yahweh delight in us, then he will bring us into this land and give it us, a land which flood with milk and honey. Only rebel not ye against Yahweh.
Don't rebel against him.
Neither fear ye the people of the land.
Don't be scared of nobody in these other countries.
For they are bread for us.
They are bread for us.
Their defense is departed from them, and Yahweh is with us.
If Yahweh with us,
fear them not.
Don't be scared of nobody, because Yahweh with you.
But all the congregation they stoned them with stones. And the glory of Yahweh appeared in the tabernacle of the congregation before all the children of Israel. And Yahweh said to Moses, how long will this people provoke me? And how long will it be ere they believe me for all the signs which I have showed among them?
All these signs I showed the nappy-headed Israelite, they still don't believe.
I will smite them with the pestilence.
I'm going to smite them with the pestilence.
And disinherit them, and will make of thee a greater nation and mightier than they.
I'm going to start over with somebody else. I might beat the Chinese over on.
And Moses said unto Yahweh, then the Egyptians shall hear it, for thou broughtest up this people in thy might from among them, and they will tell it to the inhabitants of this land.
Now the other people going to be bragging on what Yahweh couldn't do for us. Watch this.
For they have heard that thou, Yahweh, are among this people, that thou, Yahweh, art seen face to face, and that thy cloud standeth over them, and that thou goest before them by daytime in a pillar of a cloud, and in a pillar of fire by night. Now, if thou shalt kill all this people as one man.
Now, if you kill all these people, all these hard-headed, stiff-necked, rebellious people that want to get a religion, believe in everything but Yahweh,
then the nations which have heard the fame of thee will speak.
Saying, then when the people hear that Yahweh killed all these nations, what were they gonna say?
Saying, because Yahweh was not able to bring this people into the land which he swore unto them, therefore he hath slain them in the wilderness.
That's the reason, because Yahweh couldn't do it, in other words.
And now I beseech thee, let the power of my Yahweh be great, according as thou hast spoken, saying, Yahweh is long suffering.
Yahweh is long suffering. That's what you tell him.
And of great mercy.
And have great mercy.
Forgiving iniquity and transgression, and by no means clearing the guilty.
That's right.
Visiting the iniquity of the falls upon the children unto the third and fourth generation.
That's right.
Pardon, I beseech thee,
Forgive. Pardon me, forgive, I beg thee.
the iniquity of this people according unto the greatness of thy mercy.
Forgive these people according to Yahweh's mercy.
As thou hast forgiven this people from Egypt even until now. And Yahweh said, I have pardoned according to thy word.
I listen to Moses. I'm gonna do what you say, Moses, because you my right hand servant, and I love you to death. So I'm gonna just pardon you. I'm gonna forgive the people because of you, Moses.
But as truly as I live, all the earth shall be filled with the glory of Yahweh. Because all those men which have seen my glory and my miracles, which I did in Egypt and in the wilderness, and have tempted me now these 10 times.
Tempted him 10 times.
And have not hearkened to my voice.
Now pay attention to this. This is what I want right here.
Surely they shall not see the land which I swore unto their fathers.
And they ain't going to see the land because they're hard-headed, stiff-necked, and rebellious.
Neither shall any of them that provoke me see it.
That's what whoever made Yahweh mad ain't going to see the land. Watch this, though.
But my servant Caleb, because he had another spirit with him.
He had another spirit. His spirit wasn't like them people. Can't keep the law. Don't want to hear what Yahweh say do. When you got the spirit of Yah, you going to love Yah only. You ain't going to be talking about no New Testament, no Quran, no politics, and none of this junk. Read. Start over.
But my servant Caleb, because he had another spirit with him.
What you think what kind of spirit Caleb had? He had a spirit like me and y'all. He didn't eat pork chops. He didn't celebrate pagan holidays. He didn't go to church. He never been baptized. He didn't wear no cross. He didn't believe in Christianity and Islam. That's the kind of spirit I'm talking about in the book. Read.
And have followed me fully.
He followed Yahweh fully. He didn't have to go through the Son. He didn't have to go through Paul or Peter or John. He followed him fully.
Him will I bring into the land whereunto he went.
Now, why Yahweh gonna bring him into the land? Because he obeyed what Yahweh say do. Not because he went to church, not because he had $1 billion, not because he was tall and could lift 700 pounds, not because he could talk slick and all this old retarded goofy stuff, because he followed Yahweh. Now read that again.
But my servant Caleb,
he wasn't like nobody else. He wasn't like the other people. He didn't celebrate. He didn't go to church. He didn't talk about Hamashiach and Yahshua. He never talked about that.
Because he had another spirit with him.
That's because he had another spirit. He never said he was a spiritual man. And I'm going to tell y'all about the spiritual man. So the ones that said they were spiritual, y'all made a big mistake. Now keep reading. Watch this.
And follow me fully.
And follow Yahweh. He didn't follow the Quran or the New Testament or the Book of the Dead and the Hadith. He followed Yahweh, the Torah and the Tanakh.
Him will I bring into the land whereunto he went.
That's the one I'm going to bring into the land. Because he had a different spirit.
And his seed shall possess it. Now the Amalekites and the Canaanites dwelt in the valley.
Now that's all I think I needed with that. Yeah. That was 11. Numbers 11. Or what was it?
14.
Oh, 14. Okay. Let's see. Okay, go to Numbers 27. 27 and 12.
Numbers chapter 27, verse 12. And Yahweh said to Moses, get thee up into this Mount Abiram, and see the land which I have given unto the children of Israel. And when thou hast seen it, thou also shalt be gathered unto thy people, as Aaron thy brother was gathered. For ye rebelled against my commandment in the desert of Zin, in the strife of the congregation, to sanctify me at the water before their eyes. That is the water of Meribah and Kadesh.
What verse you at?
14.
Okay, start over.
And Yahweh said unto Moses, Get thee up into this Mount Abiram, and see.
No, I'll say 14. Start at 14 again.
All the way over. Okay.
No, it's 14.
For ye rebelled against my commandment in the desert of Zin, in the strife of the congregation.
See, you rebelled against the commandment. You didn't want to keep them read.
To sanctify me at the water before their eyes. That is the water of Meribah and Kadesh in the wilderness of Zin. And Moses spake unto Yahweh, saying, Let Yahweh, the Elohim of the spirits of all flesh.
He's the spirit of all flesh.
Say amen over the congregation.
He's the spirit of all flesh. He's going to set certain people over certain things.
Which may go out before them, and which may go in before them, and which may lead them out, and which may bring them in, that the congregation of Yahweh be not as sheep which have no shepherd.
The sheep, when you got to have a shepherd when you got sheep. And I'm considered the shepherd, and y'all consider the sheep. Watch this.
And Yahweh said unto Moses, Take thee Joshua the son of Nun.
Take this son. Now Yahweh say, Take Joshua. Let's see why. Read.
A man in whom is the spirit.
And the man of the spirit.
And lay thy hand upon him.
And when you take him, you lay hands on him. See, the Almighty hand pick his people. Everybody ain't chosen to popcorn. Everybody can't do this. Everybody can't be no electrician. Everybody can't be no plumber. Everybody can't be no lawyer. Everybody can't be no heart surgeon, no doctor, no skate and dance and sing and rap. You got to get in where you fit in. Yahweh didn't give everybody this book. He give it to select few. Why? Because he know your heart. When your heart is pure and fixed, he'll give it to you. If your heart ain't fixed and pure, he don't give you nothing but knock your head off. Now read that again.
And Yahweh said unto Moses, Take thee Joshua the son of Nun.
Yahweh picked Joshua. He said, Take Joshua the son of Nun.
A man in whom is the spirit.
A man whom is the spirit. That means he follow Yahweh. He don't listen to nobody but Yah. Like me. I don't listen to nobody but Yah. That's when I'm the man of the spirit. Can't nobody tell me nothing or show me nothing unless it's in the book. If you can't show me and tell me in the Old Testament, you ain't worth two dead flies.
And lay thy hand upon him.
And lay thy hand up on him. Okay, that was what? 20. Let me see. Hold on. Let's see if I want some more. Okay, that's enough. Let me see. Let's go to Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy 2 and 30.
Deuteronomy chapter 2, verse 30. But Sihon, king of Heshbon, would not let us pass by him. For Yahweh the Elohim hardened his spirit.
See, Yahweh will harden your spirit. Just like he hardened Pharaoh's spirit. He'll harden your spirit.
And made his heart obstinate, that he might deliver him into thy hand, as appeared this day.
See, the Almighty will do the work. The devil, Satan, and Lucifer ain't doing nothing. Yahweh do it all. Now let's get let me go to 34. Well, I got a surprise for y'all today. Y'all just hold on. Wait till I get there. 30. 34. Let me see. Okay, Joshua 34 and 9. This is just a repeat.
Deuteronomy.
Deuteronomy, yeah.
Deuteronomy chapter 34, verse 9. And Joshua the son of Nun was full of the spirit of wisdom.
He was full of the spirit of wisdom. The Almighty handpick his people. He don't give everybody no full wisdom to know this and that.
For Moses had laid his hands upon him, and the children of Israel hearkened unto him, and did as Yahweh commanded Moses.
Okay, that's all. Let me go to Judges. That's when everybody can't be no beautician, electrician, carpenter, plumber, doctor. They have to, the Almighty handpick them people to do that. Play baseball, basketball, football, skate and dance and sing and rap. They people different. He picked people for this book. Everybody can't teach this book. Hold it, that's getting off the subject, but let me let them know that everybody can't teach this book. Go to Psalms 140. Let me see. But we're going to come back to that. But let me show them some what I'm talking about. Let you know the Almighty don't pick everybody just because you went to school to Harvard and Yale and think you know something about this book. You don't know nothing. Dumb as a box of rocks. Go to Psalm 147 and start at the 17th verse. Let me let these people know that can't know any and everybody teach this book just because you got a suit on with a tie and stand up there with them that polyester suit on and get past it. That don't mean you can teach this book. Read that 47, start the 17th verse.
Psalms chapter 147, verse 17. He casteth forth his ice like morsels.
Yahweh said, I cast forth my ice like morsel.
Who can stand before his cold?
Can't nobody stand before his cold, because if it get 25 below zero, you can't stand it.
He's sending out his word.
Yahweh said, I send my word out.
And melted them.
And I melt the ice and snow with my word.
He caused his wind to blow.
I cause the wind to block, knock that tree, put on the tree to fall on your house. I'm the one to do it.
And the waters flow.
I'm the one that flow the Mississippi River, the Red Sea, and all them the Ohio River.
He showed his word unto Jacob.
He showed his word to Jacob. He didn't show it to the Japanese, the Chinese, the white folks, and all the Russians and French. He didn't show it. He showed it to Jacob.
His statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
And he showed his statute and his judgment only to Israel. That's when we know ain't no such thing in the New Testament or no other book. JC, Hamashiach, Yahshua, because he didn't show it to y'all. Read.
He have not dealt so with any nation.
He ain't dealt with no nation. He ain't dealt with no Germans, no Russians, no Puerto Ricans, no nothing.
And as for his judgments,
and as for his judgment,
they have not known them.
They don't know Yah. They don't know nothing about 613 law that he wrote in the Old Testament. They don't know about thou shalt not have no other God before me. Thou shalt not make it to the end of grave. They don't know me. I ain't never told you to go to church and put a tree in your house or worship at JC or put a cross on. They don't know me. Read.
Praise ye Yahweh.
Praise ye Yahweh. Now go back to where I was at. Let me see. What was we just seeing? Judges?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see. Judges. Okay, Judges 3 and 10.
Judges chapter 3, verse 10. And the spirit of Yahweh came upon him.
The spirit, when the spirit of Yahweh come up on you,
and he judged Israel.
And see, the spirit of Yahweh got to come up on you for you to have this book and know what you're talking about.
And went out to war. And Yahweh delivered Shushan Rishathaim, king of Mesopotamia. And
either when the spirit of Yahweh come up on you, it's either going to be evil or it's going to be good. Ain't no in between. Now read that first verse again.
And the spirit of Yahweh came upon him, and he judged Israel, and went out to war.
Okay, that's all I needed. That was let me see. Uh, 6 and 34. Judges 6 and 34.
Judges chapter 6, verse 34. But the spirit of Yahweh came upon Gideon.
The spirit of Yah came up on Gideon.
And he blew a trumpet, and Abiezer was gathered after him.
I'm just letting you know that the spirit of Yahweh come up on everybody. Let me see. That was that was 6. Let's see. 9. Judges 9 and 23.
Judges chapter 9, verse 23. Then Elohim sent an evil spirit between Abimelech and the men of Shechem.
Evil spirits upon these men. Evil.
And the men of Shechem dealt treacherously and the men of Shechem dealt treacherously with Abimelech.
That's right. He brought evil upon these men. Let me see. That's all I needed right there. Let me see. That was what was that? 9. What? Let me see. Yeah, 11. Let me see. Judges 11 and 29.
Judges chapter 11, verse 29. Then the Spirit of Yahweh came upon Jephthah, and he passed over Gilead and Manasseh, and passed over Mizpeh of Gilead, and from Mizpeh of Gilead he passed over unto the children of Ammon.
That's all I needed. Yeah. Let's see. Let's go to Judges. Now watch when the spirit came up on Samson. Watch what happened when the spirit came. Judges 15. Let me see where I want to start. Let's see. Okay. It started Judges. Let's see. 15. Okay, 4. Start the 4th verse.
Judges chapter 15, verse 4. And Samson went and caught 300 foxes.
He caught 300 foxes.
And took firebrands and turned tail to tail and put a firebrand in the midst between 2 tails. And when he had set the brands on fire, he let them go into the standing corn of the Philistines and burnt up both the stalks and also the standing corn with the vineyards and olives. Then the Philistines said, Who have done this?
Who done this?
And they answered, Samson, the son-in-law of the Timnite, because he had taken his wife and given her to his companion. And the Philistines came up and burnt her and her father with fire. And Samson said unto them, Though ye have done this, yet will I be avenged of you, and after that I will cease. And he smote them hip and thigh with a great slaughter. And he went down and dwelt in the top of the rock Etham. Then the Philistines went up and pitched in Judah.
Now y'all pay attention to this.
And spread themselves in Lehi.
In Lehi.
And the men of Judah said, Why are ye come up against us? And they answered, To bind Samson are we come up, to do to him as he have done to us. Then 3,000 men of Judah went to the top of the rock Etham and said to Samson, Knowest thou not that the Philistines are rulers over us? What is this that thou hast done unto us?
They scared to death. They went to son, man, you did all this, them people gonna kill. They scared to death. Judah scared to death. Now watch Samson.
And he said unto them, As they did unto me, so have I done unto them.
They do to me, I do to them. You hit me, I hit you back. That was Samson told them. Watch this. Read.
And they said unto him, We are come down to bind thee, that we may deliver thee into the hand of the Philistines.
We came to get you to what they call them? We selling out. We Uncle Tommy. We with the Philistines. They done crossed over. Watch this though.
And Samson said unto them,
And Samson told them,
Swear unto me that ye will not fall upon me yourselves.
Swear up on me that you ain't gonna kill me.
And they spake unto him, saying,
No,
but we will bind thee fast and deliver thee into their hand.
We gonna put these handcuffs on you and take you to the Philistine, the ops.
But surely we will not kill thee.
We ain't gonna kill you, but we're gonna arrest you for the op, for the enemy.
And they bound him with 2 new cords
And they put them handcuffs on him.
and brought him up from the rock.
And brought him up from the rock. Watch this though.
And when he came unto Lehi,
When he came to Lehi,
the Philistines shouted against him, and the Spirit of Yahweh came mightily upon him.
and the Spirit mightily came up on Samson. That's what was happened when the Spirit came up on Samson.
And the cords that were upon his arms became as flax that was burned with fire.
In other words, the handcuffs broke.
And his bands loosed from off his hands.
That's right. Them handcuffs broke off.
And he found a new jawbone of an ass.
And Samson found a new jawbone over there with the Spirit of Yah upon him. Remember that.
And put forth his hand.
And grabbed it.
And took it and slew 1,000 men therewith.
Whop! 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 He slew how many men?
And he found a new jawbone of an ass and put forth his hand and took it and slew 1,000 men therewith.
1,000 men with just a jawbone over there. 1,000 men, y'all. Why? Because the Spirit of Yah was up on. That's when he can do it. He didn't have no gun. He didn't have no knife, no baseball bat. He had a jawbone of an ass. Now read that first verse, that 14th verse again.
And when he came unto Lehi, the Philistines shouted against him.
Oh, we got him! We got him! We got him!
And the Spirit of Yahweh came mightily upon him.
And the Spirit of Yah come up on him. When the Spirit of Yah come on, can't nobody touch you or deal with you.
And the cords that were upon his arms.
And the handcuffs was up on his arm. They broke. Pow!
Flax that was burned with fire. And his bands loosed from off his hands.
That's right. Almighty got all of it off of him.
And he found a new jawbone of an ass.
And when he found that jawbone of an ass, he went crazy. Whop, 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 read.
And put forth his hand.
And put forth his hand on that jawbone of an ass.
And took it and slew 1,000 men therewith.
And killed 1,000 men. Because he had Yah with it. Boy, you tell me, Yahweh, when you get the Spirit of Yahweh, can't nobody do that with you.
And
that's all I needed. Okay, that was 15. Okay, let me go first. Samuel. Okay, 1 Samuel 10 and 1. 1 Samuel 10 and 1.
First Samuel chapter 10, verse 1. Then Samuel took a vial of oil and poured it upon his head and kissed him and said, Is it not because Yahweh hath anointed thee to be captain over his inheritance? When thou art departed from me today, then thou shalt find 2 men by Rachel's soap tree in the border of Benjamin at Zelzah, and they will say unto thee, The asses which thou wentest to seek are found.
Now y'all pay attention to this. This is Saul.
And lo, thy father hath left the care of the asses and sorroweth for you, saying, What shall I do for my son? Then shalt thou go on forth from thence, and thou shalt come to the plain of Tabor, and there shall meet thee 3 men going up to Elohim to Bethel.
When you meet these 3 men going to Bethel, what verse you at?
3.
Okay.
One carrying 3 kids, and another carrying 3 loaves of bread, and another carrying a bottle of wine. And they will salute thee.
They're going to salute you, Saul.
And give thee 2 loaves of bread.
And they're going to give you 2 loaves of bread.
Which thou shalt receive of their hands.
You should take from them.
After that thou shalt come to the hill of Elohim, where is the garrison of the Philistines. And it shall come to pass, when thou art come thither to the city, that thou shalt meet a company of prophets coming down from the high place with a psaltery.
Now watch what happened when he meet these prophets.
And a tabret and a pipe.
They got a band. They're going to be playing, singing, and dancing, and playing music.
and a heart before them, and they shall prophesy.
When they're gonna be prophesying, but watch this corn here. I like this right here.
And the spirit of Elohim will come upon thee.
The spirit of Yahweh gonna come up on Saul,
and thou shalt prophesy with them.
And you gonna prophesy with the prophets.
And shall be turned into another man.
What? He gonna be turned to another man because y'all gonna do it. You think I ain't no another man? Ain't nobody on YouTube talking like me. I cut up. I get down. I become another man on the Sabbath day. I ain't the same man I was Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. On the Sabbath, I snap. Now read it again. That 6th verse.
And the spirit of Yahweh will come upon thee.
The spirit of Yahweh be coming up on me. He talking too loud. He mad. He this and that. I love Yah. Ain't nothing mad about me.
And thou shalt prophesy with them, and shalt be turned into another man.
And you gonna be another man. Why? Because the spirit of Yah come up on you, can't control it. It gets excited, happy, glad, fun, all of that.
And
that's all I needed. He talk too loud. He arrogant. He did. No, I love Yah. And I want the people to understand what I'm talking about. Because when you've been brainwashed, bamboozled, and hoodwinked for forever, then you can't understand my message. Oh, he ain't talking right. I ain't never heard that. He don't sound right. Everybody believe in them two. I sound retarded to the retarded people. Y'all the one retarded, not me. Shit. But when I get excited and happy and the spirit of Yahweh take over me, I do this. I'm not never mad. I'm happy. I'm excited. They're like drugs do people. Some people go into it and they get happy. Everybody react different with different situations. Okay, what was that? Samuel 10?
Yeah.
Okay, let me let's go to 16. First Samuel 16. Let's start at the 13th verse.
So, 1 Samuel chapter 16, verse 13. Then Samuel took the horn of oil and anointed him in the midst of his brethren.
Talking about David now.
And the spirit of Yahweh came upon David from that day forward.
And the spirit of Yahweh came up on him on David that day forward. Read.
So Samuel rose up and went to Ramah. But the spirit of Yahweh departed from Saul.
But the spirit of Yahweh departed from Saul. He gave it, departed from Saul and gave it to David.
And the evil spirit from Yahweh troubled him.
Now, why did the evil spirit why the Almighty get Saul the evil spirit? He gave him the evil spirit because he was disobedient and hard-headed like most people today. So he gave him an evil spirit because you didn't deserve the good spirit because you was a rotten, no good, dirty dog. And so Yahweh give you evil spirit. But now he gave it to David, the righteous spirit. Hold on, let's just start over. 13 again. Watch this.
Then Samuel took the horn of oil and anointed him in the midst of his brethren.
While his brothers was looking.
And the spirit of Yahweh came upon David from that day forward.
And the spirit of Yahweh came up on David from that day forward.
So Samuel rose up and went to Ramah. But the spirit of Yahweh departed from Saul, and an evil spirit from Yahweh troubled him.
When that good spirit departed from Saul, he gave him an evil spirit.
And Saul's servant said to him, Behold, now an evil spirit from Elohim troubleth thee.
Evil spirit troubling Saul because he was hard-headed still. He was like everybody else, believing Christianity, Islam, and was hard-headed. They wanted to do it their way instead of Yahweh's way. So he gonna put that evil spirit up on your tail. Read.
Let our master now command thy servants which are before thee to seek out a man who is a cunning player on a harp, And it shall come to pass when the evil spirit from Elohim is upon thee,
When the evil spirit of Yahweh is up on Saul,
and he shall play with his hand, and thou shalt be well.
okay, that's all I'm letting you know. The Almighty give out good spirits and evil spirits. And if you don't serve and love Yah with all your heart, mind, and soul, you got an evil spirit. Only people got a good spirit is me and y'all on here watching me. Because if you had an evil spirit, you wouldn't watch me. Oh, that nigga ain't talking about nothing. I don't want to hear that, man. I'm finna go make me some money. I'm finna go have some sex. I'm finna go get high and drunk. They ain't got time for me. They want to do them the people with the evil spirit when they reject this book. Oh, let me see. That was okay. Let's go to 18. Let me see. Okay, start at 18 and 10. First time 18 and 10.
1 Samuel chapter 18, verse 10. And it came to pass on the morrow that the evil spirit from Elohim came upon Saul.
See, Almighty give out evil spirits.
And he prophesied in the midst of the house. And David played with his hand as at other times. And there was a javelin in Saul's hand. And Saul cast a javelin, for he said, I will smite David even to the wall with it.
He want to kill David.
And David avoided out of his presence twice. And Saul was afraid of David because Yahweh was with him.
Now Saul was scared of David because Yahweh was with him.
And was departed from Saul.
And he left Saul. Almighty will take your spirit and give it to somebody else. And see, this how you know that a person got an evil spirit. When he don't keep the commandments, he got an evil spirit. When he don't worship Yahweh, he got an evil spirit. When he don't do everything that Yahweh say, he got an evil spirit. That's how you know that person, man or woman, got an evil spirit. Now, if they go to church, they got an evil spirit. If they wear a cross, they got an evil spirit. If they believe in Christianity, Islam, they got an evil spirit. If you call yourself a Baptist, a Methodist, a Catholic, Jehovah's Witness, a Democrat, but you got an evil spirit from Yah. Only people don't have an evil spirit is the one to obey Yahweh and love Yahweh with all their heart, mind, and soul. That's how you know who got an evil spirit and who got a good spirit. But I'm going to prove to you without a shadow of doubt in a few minutes. What I'm saying is right. What was that? What was that? Samuel, what? 18?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't care what you say out your mouth. Your mouth say anything. I know you. When you got an evil spirit, you can talk your ass off, but you got that evil spirit in your head. I love God. I believe in God. I do that. You evil spirit, shut your ass up. Okay, go to 2 Samuel. Oh, 2 Samuel, let's see. Second Samuel. Okay, start the first verse. 2 Samuel 23. 2 Samuel 23 in the first verse. Yeah, that's what I'm about.
Second Samuel chapter 23, verse 1. Now these be the last words of David. David, the son of Jesse, said, and the man who was raised up on high, the anointed of the Elohim of Jacob, and the sweet psalmist of Israel, said, the spirit of Yahweh spake by me.
The spirit of Yahweh spake by him.
And his word was in my tongue.
And Yahweh words in your tongue. You got the spirit of Yahweh. You speaking Yahweh word like I do every Sabbath.
The Elohim of Israel said, the rock of Israel spake to me. he that ruleth over men must be just, ruling in the fear of Elohim.
That's right. You have to be just when you're ruling over the almighty people. You can't just your favorite cousin, just your favorite niece. No, you got to be righteous. I don't care nothing about no favorite. Favorite nothing. When you wrong, you wrong. That's all I wanted. Let's go to 1 Kings. Okay, 1 Kings 22. This corn, y'all. 1 Kings 22. Let me see. Let's start at the 19th verse. 1 Kings chapter 22, verse 19.
1 Kings chapter 22, verse 19. And he said, Hear thou therefore the word of Yahweh.
Hear the word of Yah.
I saw Yahweh sitting on his throne.
I saw Yahweh sitting on his throne. When they say they ain't never seen Yahweh, they're a lie. Angels say, I seen Yahweh sitting on his throne.
And all the hosts of heaven standing by him on his right hand, on his left.
He was standing on his right hand, on his left. So when Genesis 1 say, let us make man in our own image, he's talking about the host of heaven out there. He got angels out there, divine beings. So he got angels and stuff out there. So start over. Let me let this sink in.
And he said, Hear thou therefore the word of Yahweh.
Hear the word of Yah.
I saw Yahweh sitting on his throne.
Sitting on the throne.
And all the hosts of heaven standing by him on his right hand, on his left.
And watch this. Read.
And Yahweh said,
Yahweh talking now. This Yahweh talking.
Who shall persuade Ahab?
Who shall persuade Ahab? Who gonna trick Ahab?
That he may go up and fall at Ramoth Gilead.
That he may do that.
And one said on this manner, and another said on that manner. And there came forth a spirit and stood before Yahweh.
Now there came forth a spirit. A spirit stood by Yahweh. Now watch the spirit talk.
And said,
That's what the spirit said, y'all.
I will persuade him.
I'm gonna trick him. The spirit told Yahweh, yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna lie for him. I'm gonna be the one in his mouth. Watch this, y'all. This corn.
And Yahweh said to him,
And Yahweh told the spirit,
Wherewith?
And
he said, I will go forth.
I'm gonna go forth.
And I will be a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets.
I'm gonna be a lying spirit in all the prophets. You think all these preachers ain't liars? The Almighty got it set up like this. The Almighty the one make their mouth lie. Because their heart ain't right. He gonna make your mouth lie when your heart ain't right. All the preachers in the world are liars. They liars. Now read it again. What is going?
And Yahweh
Boy,
said,
start. I got the chills, y'all. Start all over. 19.
And he said, Hear thou therefore the word of Yahweh. I saw Yahweh sitting on his throne, and all the hosts of heaven standing by him on his right hand, on his left. And Yahweh said, Who shall persuade Ahab?
Who gonna go trick Ahab? This Yahweh talking now.
That he may go up and fall at Ramoth Gilead. And one said on this manner, and another said on that manner. And there came forth a spirit and stood before Yahweh.
Once the spirit stood before Yahweh, he said,
and said, I will persuade him.
I'm gonna trick him.
And Yahweh said to him, Wherewith? And he said, I will go forth, and I will be a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets.
I'm gonna be a lying spirit among all his prophets.
And he said, Thou shalt persuade him.
You should do it.
And prevail also. Go forth and do so.
Yahweh told the spirit, go and do it. Go and be a lying spirit, because the heart ain't right. I ain't studying. I hate him. Go and be a lying spirit for him.
Now therefore, behold, Yahweh had put a lying spirit in the mouth of all these thy prophets.
Yahweh put a lying spirit in all the prophets' mouth. All the preachers are liars. The book covenant.
And Yahweh has spoken evil concerning thee.
He has spoken evil concerning thee. Because who you think created good and evil? Yahweh. So Yahweh put an evil spirit up on these people. They can't help it because Yahweh do it to them. That's the reason they can't help it. Okay, let's go to second. That was 2 Kings or 1 Kings?
1 Kings.
Okay, let's go to that. Okay. Uh, go to Second Kings chapter 2. Start at the 9. Start at 9.
2 Kings chapter 2, verse 9. And it came to pass when they were gone over that Elijah said unto Elisha, ask what I shall do for thee before I be taken away from thee. And Elisha said, I pray thee, let a double portion of thy spirit be upon me.
I want a double portion of your spirit.
And he said, thou hast asked a hard thing. Nevertheless, if thou see me when I am taken from thee, it shall be so unto thee. But if not, it shall not be so. And it came to pass, as they still went on and talked, that, behold, there appeared a chariot of fire and horses of fire, and parted them both asunder. And Elijah went up by a whirlwind into heaven.
And Yahweh took Elijah up in the whirlwind.
And Elisha saw it, and he cried, my father, the chariot of Israel, and the horsemen thereof. And he saw him no more. And he took hold of his own clothes and rent them in two pieces. And he took up also the mantle of Elijah that fell from him, and went back and stood by the bank of Jordan.
What verse you at?
14.
Okay.
And he took the mantle of Elijah that fell from him, and smote the waters, and said, where is Yahweh Elohim of Elijah? And when he also had smitten the waters, they parted hither and thither. And Elisha went over. And when the sons of the prophets which were to view at Jericho saw him, they said, the spirit of Elijah doth rest on Elisha. And they came to meet him, and bowed themselves to the ground before him. And they said to him, behold, now there be with thy servants 50 strong men. Let them go, we pray thee, and seek thy master, lest peradventure the spirit of Yahweh have taken him up.
The spirit of Yahweh took him up.
And and cast them upon some mountain or into some valley. And he said, ye shall not sin. And when they urged him till he was ashamed, he said, sin. They sent therefore 50 men, and they sought 3 days, but found him not.
50 men for 3 days and found him not.
And when they came again to him, for he tarried at Jericho, he said to them, did I not say unto you, go not? And the man of the city said unto Elisha, behold, I pray thee, the situation of this city is pleasant, as my master seeth, but the water is not, and the ground barren. And he said, bring me a new cruse, and put salt therein. And they brought it to him. And he went forth unto the spring of the waters, and cast the salt in there, and said, thus saith Yahweh, I have healed these waters. There shall not be from this any more death or barren land. So the waters were healed unto this day, according to the saying of Elisha which he spake. And he went up from thence unto Bethel. And as he was going up by the way,
As he was going up by the way,
there came forth little children out of the city,
the little children out of the city mocking him, making fun of him,
and mocked him,
making fun of, how you bald headed,
and said to him, go up, thou bald head, go up, thou bald head.
mocking people. Your mouth will get you killed. Even little kids, they still got the head knocked off.
And he turned back, and looked on them.
When he looked at them,
and cursed them in the name of Yahweh.
Blessed be the name of Yahweh. I hope somebody do something to you, kill you. Watch this.
And there came forth 2 she-bears out of the wood.
2 she-bears came out of the wood.
And tear 42 children of them.
And killed 42 children because of their mouth.
And he went from thence to Mount Carmel, and from thence he returned to Samaria.
That's right. They marked the prophet. You better be careful what you say about a prophet. What was that, 2?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see what I want. Let's see this. Okay, go to Nehemiah. Okay, good. Nehemiah started the let's see, 13th verse.
What chapter?
Nehemiah 9. Yeah, that's right.
Nehemiah chapter 9, verse 13. Thou camest down also upon Mount Sinai, and spakest with them from heaven, and gavest them right judgments,
Gave us right judgments
and true laws,
and true laws
good statutes and commandments,
and good statutes and commandments, y'all.
and madest known unto them thy holy Sabbath,
And made known to Yahweh holy Sabbath,
and commandest them precepts, statutes, and laws by the hand of Moses thy servant.
by the hand of Moses, not Paul, not Peter and James and Luke. He ain't talked to them, but we supposed to listen to Moses and not nobody else. Keep reading.
And gavest them bread from heaven for their hunger.
See, that's how you know you got the spirit of Yah in you, because you obey what he said. He said give it to Moses. He never gave Paul and Peter nothing.
And broughtest forth water for them out of the rock for their thirst, and promises them that they should go in to possess the land which thou hast sworn to give them.
But watch this.
But they and our fathers dealt proudly and hardened their necks,
Oh, I don't want to keep no commandment of the law. I ain't got time for that.
and hearkened not to thy commandments.
I ain't studying no commandments. Don't nobody know nothing about it. JC came and changed everything. We doing something real brand new now. We on the truth and grace now. We ain't got no law no more. Retarded fool. That's when the spirit of Yah ain't up on you. The spirit of Yah was on the people that's talking like me. He just told you what to do. And you gonna talk about ain't no more law. You a lie. Keep reading. Watch this.
And refused to obey.
And they refuse to obey Yahweh. They refuse. They want to talk about Paul, JC, Luke, the Quran, the Book of the Dead, Hadith. They refuse because the spirit of Yah ain't in them. That's why they like that the spirit of Yah ain't in you. You got an evil spirit, fool. Now keep reading. Watch this.
Neither were mindful of thy wonders that thou didst among them.
Y'all forgot all about what Yahweh did to Pharaoh, drowned the Pharaoh army, played him 10 times with flies and lice. You forgot all about that.
But hardened their necks.
Harden their necks, brainwashed, bamboozled, hoodwinked.
And in their rebellion appointed a captain to return to their bondage. But thou art Elohim ready to pardon.
But Yahweh still ready to forgive your nappy-headed, no good, rotten tail.
Gracious and merciful.
Gracious and merciful.
Slow to anger.
Slow to anger. See, I ain't slow. I'm fast to anger. But Yahweh said he's slow to anger.
And of great kindness.
Great kindness. I ain't got great kindness in me.
And forsookest them not.
That's right. That's when he said, my ways are not your ways. I ain't going to give you but 2-3 weeks to get right.
Yea, when they had made them a molten calf.
Molten calf. When they made them a golden calf. It's a cross today. When you wear that cross, still talking about a calf.
And said, this is thy Elohim that brought thee up out of Egypt.
How can you say this golden calf brought you out of Egypt? You got to be a retarded fool.
And have wrought great provocations. Yet thou and thy manifold mercies forsookest them not in the wilderness. The pillar of the cloud departed not from them by day to lead them in the way, neither the pillar of fire by night to show them light.
Now he did all this for us.
And the way wherein they should go.
Way we should go. With that fire at night, the way us to go.
Thou gavest also thy good spirit to instruct them.
Good spirit. See, you had a good spirit when you keep the commandment, laws, and statutes. Now read that again 4-5 times.
Thou gavest also thy good spirit to instruct them.
Yahweh gave us a good spirit to follow him. When you don't follow him, you got an evil spirit. Read it again.
Thou gavest also thy good spirit to instruct them.
Yahweh gave Moses a good spirit to tell us what that's how you know you got a good spirit. If you don't keep his laws, commandments, statutes, precepts, and judgment, you ain't got no good spirit. You got an evil spirit upon your tail. The book popping. I didn't tell it to you, I showed it to you. Read.
And withheldest not thy manna from their mouth, and gavest them water for their thirst.
Gave us everything. Gave us a good spirit. Gave us something to eat. Gave us something to drink. What else you want?
Yea, 40 years didst thou sustain them in the wilderness, so that they lacked nothing.
We didn't lack nothing. We had everything in the wilderness.
Their clothes waxed not old, and their feet swell not.
That's right. So, in other words, that's all I need. Let me see. Well, let me see. Let's go to okay, go to Job. Job 9. No, Job 32, I mean. And Job 32 and 8.
Job chapter 32, verse 8. But there is a spirit in man,
But there's a spirit in man,
and the inspiration of the Almighty giveth them understanding.
the inspiration of Yahweh giveth us understanding. When you got the spirit of Yah, you gonna understand. Read it again.
But there is a spirit in man, and the inspiration of the Almighty giveth them understanding.
We get understanding from Yah. We don't go no college to get no degree in this. They want to go take up classes to be a Bible scholar and all that junk. You ain't only the Almighty can give it to you. You can't go to no college and get this. You cannot go to college and get this book. The Almighty had to give it to you. Go to Psalm. I ain't never went no college. Shit. And I challenge any preacher in the world on this book. My Hebrew brother, I think Mark Anthony, tried to reach out to what's his name? What's that man name? You reached out to him, and I wanted to debate him. He turned it down. Oh, Geno Jennings. I tried to debate Geno Jennings. Okay, get us Psalm 51. Let's see. And 11.
Psalms chapter 51, verse 11. Cast me not away from thy presence, and take not thy Holy Spirit from me.
Don't take your Holy Spirit away from me, y'all. See, some people got the Holy Spirit, some of them don't.
Restore unto me the joy of thy salvation, and uphold me with thy free spirit.
But with thy free spirit.
Then will I teach transgressors thy ways.
Then I'm going to teach the transgressors your way. See, I got the free spirit in teaching the transgressors the way to Yah.
And sinners shall be converted unto thee.
And sinners going to convert to Yahweh. People that used to do this and do that, they ain't doing it no more.
Deliver me from blood guiltness, O Elohim, thou Elohim of my salvation.
Okay, let's go to... All I'm trying to do is put your boots on and wake you up and get to serving Yahweh. I don't want you to serve me because I ain't worth two dead fly. I ain't a poot in the wind. Who am I? I ain't nobody, but I'm somebody in the eyes of Yah. Let's go to 78. This corn right here. Start at the 6th verse. 78 and 6.
Psalms chapter 78, verse 6. That the generations to come might know them.
Might know them.
Even the children which should be born.
Should be born.
Who should arise and declare them to their children. That they might set their hope in Elohim.
That you set your hope in Yah.
And not forget the works of Elohim.
And don't never forget the works of Yahweh.
But keep his commandments.
Watch this, though.
And might not be as their fathers.
Don't be like your forefathers.
A stubborn and rebellious generation.
A stubborn and hard-headed and stupid generation.
A generation that set not their heart aright.
They don't set their heart aright.
And whose spirit was not steadfast with Elohim.
And they spirit ain't with Yah. There you go. If you don't keep Yahweh's spirit, no, your spirit ain't with him. The book just condemned you. Read it again.
And might not be as their fathers, a stubborn and rebellious generation.
What make you a stubborn and better than they? When you don't do what Yahweh say do, you do what you want to do. That's what it means. Keep reading.
a generation that set not their heart right.
Your heart ain't right. The generation right now. These people heart ain't right. Why? Watch.
And whose spirit was not steadfast with Elohim.
Because their spirit ain't with the Most High Yah. That's when you ain't right. Your spirit ain't with Yah because you ain't doing the thing that Yahweh say do. When your heart is right with him, you going to do what Yahweh say do. You ain't going to listen to your mama. You ain't going to listen to your daddy. You ain't going to listen to your grandmama. You ain't going to listen to your boss at work. You ain't going to listen to the preacher. You ain't going to listen to nobody. You don't listen to nobody. You ain't going to listen to your wife. You ain't going to listen to your girlfriend. You ain't going to listen to your uncle. You ain't going to listen to your auntie. You ain't going to listen to your niece, your nephew. You don't listen to nobody. Read that again.
And might not be as their fathers, a stubborn and rebellious generation, a generation that set not their heart right.
Your heart ain't right.
And whose spirit was not steadfast with Elohim.
And your spirit is not with Yah. It's with everything and everybody else. That's when it ain't with Yah. Okay, let's go to Psalm 143. You ain't supposed to listen to nobody over Yahweh. I don't care who it is. They ain't got no heaven and hell to put you in. They ain't going to be the judge on judgment day. They going to be judged like you going to be judged right before Yah. You stand there and listen to a man and a woman, and you going to be judged just like them. Make it make sense. I say make it make sense. Why should I listen to anybody over Yahweh? And he created the heaven and earth, to see the stars, the moon, the tree, the water, the everything. He ain't got no mother and father. Okay, Psalm 143, start the 10th verse.
Psalms chapter 143, verse 10.
Hold it. I might want something else. Start at the 7th verse.
Psalms chapter 143, verse 7. Hear me speedily.
Hear me fast, Yahweh. Hurry up and hear me.
O Yahweh, my spirit faileth.
My spirit faileth.
Hide not thy face from me.
Don't forget about me.
Lest I be like unto them that go down into the pit.
Lest I be like everybody else is going to hell.
Cause me to hear thy loving kindness in the morning.
In the morning.
For in thee do I trust.
I trust Yahweh.
Cause me to know the way where I should walk.
Cause me to know the way to walk. I know to walk in the Old Testament, not the New Testament. I know.
For I lift up my soul unto thee.
I lift my soul to Yah.
Deliver me, O Yahweh, from my enemies.
From my enemies. I got a lot of them, y'all.
I flee unto thee to hide me.
I go to Yah for protection.
Teach me to do thy will.
Teach me to do your will, Yahweh. Not JC will. Not nobody else will. Your will, Yah.
For thou art my Elohim.
You my God.
Thy spirit is good.
Thy spirit good.
Lead me into the land of uprightness.
Lead me into the land of uprightness. Because my spirit good.
Quicken me, O Yahweh, for thy name's sake.
That's right. Free.
For thy righteousness' sake, bring my soul out of trouble. And of thy mercy, cut off my enemies and destroy all of them that afflict my soul.
Now, they don't sound like y'all love all my enemies like that. That King David praying, kill all my enemies. Read that again.
And of thy mercy, cut off my enemies.
Cut off my enemies. What that mean? That means kill all my enemies. Cut them off.
And destroy all of them that afflict my soul.
And destroy all the things my love. The Almighty ain't studying no everybody.
For I am thy servant.
I'm your servant, Yah. I'm not the servant of nobody but Yah. I'm Yahweh's servant. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, that was let's go to Okay, go to Proverbs 16 and 19.
Proverbs chapter 16, verse 19. Better it is to be of a humble spirit with the lowly than to divide the spoil with the proud.
That's right. Divide the spoil of the proud. Rather be humble than to divide a whole bunch of gold with the wicked. Okay, that's all I think. That was let me see. Okay, 17 and 27.
Proverbs chapter 17, verse 27. He that hath knowledge spared his words,
He that have knowledge spared his words.
and a man of understanding is of an excellent spirit.
A man of understanding is an excellent in spirit. When he understand, he got an excellent spirit. Read that again.
He that hath knowledge spareth his words, and a man of understanding is of an excellent spirit.
A man of understanding have excellent spirit. So if you understand that ain't no such thing as the New Testament, you got an excellent spirit. That's all I need. 18. Let's see. Okay, 25 and 28. 25 and 28.
Proverbs chapter 25, verse 28. He that hath no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down.
Anybody don't have control of their own spirit, mean they can be enticed, mean they can be tricked, bamboozled, hoodwinked. Listen to what anything anybody else says, Stella, listen to your spirit, you gonna listen to somebody else. Somebody tell you to go do something evil and wrong, you gonna listen to them. Read that again.
He that hath no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down.
Just like a city broken down ain't worth nothing. Because when it's broke down, the buildings, everything demolished, ain't worth nothing.
And without walls.
Without walls. That's right. Anybody can trick you, tell you anything, and you'll go for it. Okay, that was 25. Okay, go to Ecclesiastes chapter 3. Let's see. Oh, okay, yeah. 3 and 20 and 21.
Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 20. All go into one place.
It say everybody going to one place.
All are of the dust.
Everybody is of the dust.
And all turn to dust again.
Everybody going to dust again, because that's where you come from.
Who knoweth the spirit of man that goeth upward?
Who didn't know the spirit of man go upward? See, when you die, your spirit go up back to Yah, where it come from. Read.
And the spirit of the beast that goeth downward to the earth.
And the spirit of a dog, a cat, or a beast, a lion, a tiger go back down in the earth. Our spirit go up to where Yahweh give it to us from, and all the animal spirit go down in the dirt. Now read that again.
Who knoweth the spirit of man that goeth downward, and the spirit of the beast that goeth downward to the
go upward.
Who knoweth the spirit of man that goeth upward?
The man of the spirit go upward, right?
And the spirit of the beast that goeth downward to the earth.
They go down to the earth. That's right. That's all I need. Okay. Did y'all know animals got spirits too? Animals got spirits just like we got it. Okay, Ecclesiastes 12 and 7.
Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 7. Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was,
Your flesh is dirt gonna turn to the earth like it was. Now watch this.
and the spirit shall return unto Elohim who gave it.
Yahweh the one gave it. Yahweh give it, he gonna take it back. Yahweh give the spirit, he gonna take it back. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Okay, Isaiah 11 and 2. Isaiah 11 and 2.
Isaiah chapter 11, verse 2. And the spirit of Yahweh shall rest upon him,
The spirit of Yahweh gonna rest upon him.
the spirit of wisdom and understanding,
Then he gonna have the spirit of wisdom, and he gonna have the spirit of understanding.
the spirit of counsel and might,
Then he gonna have the spirit of counsel and might.
the spirit of knowledge and of the fear of Yahweh.
Then you will have the spirit of knowledge and the fear of Yahweh. When the spirit rests upon you, you become another man. You change. You different. You unique. You ain't like everybody else. That's right. When the spirit of Yahweh come upon you, you ain't like everybody else. You different and unique. Yeah, that's all I needed. What was that? 11?
Yeah.
Okay. 29. Isaiah 29 and 9. Cold blood.
Isaiah chapter 29, verse 9. Stay yourselves and wonder, cry ye out.
Cry ye out and cry.
And cry. They are drunken.
These people are drunken.
But not with wine.
Ain't the kind of wine, ain't the kind of drunk Yahweh talking about. You drunk without wine. You ain't had nothing to drink. You sober as joy, but you still drunk.
They stagger.
They stagger.
But not with strong drink.
They ain't had nothing to drink. This ain't the kind of drunk Yahweh talking about when you go to the liquor store and buy liquor. No, this ain't the kind of drunk he talking about.
For Yahweh have poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep.
Yahweh have poured out a spirit of deep sleep. Got you brainwashed, bamboos, and hoodwinked, and dumb as a box of rocks.
And have closed your eyes.
Close your eyes. You can't see the forest for the trees.
The prophets and your rulers, the seers have he covered. And the vision of all is become unto you as the words of a book that is sealed.
Just like a book that said ain't never been open. You don't know nothing. You dumb as a box of rocks.
Which men delivered to one that is learned, saying, read this.
Read this.
I pray thee. And he said, I cannot.
Then you say, I cannot.
For it is sealed.
It's closed. It's sealed up. Ain't never been open.
And the book is delivered to him that is not learned.
That is not learned, the dummy.
Saying, read this.
Read this book. Read the law.
I pray thee. And he said, I am not learned.
I ain't studying that.
Wherefore Yahweh said, for as much as this people draw near me with their mouth.
Much of these people say they love me. They love Yahweh. They love God. Much of people say that.
And with their lips do honor me.
They honor only with their mouth and lip. They say they love me, but they really don't.
But have removed their heart far from me.
But your heart is on somebody else. Your heart is on the New Testament. Your heart is on JC. Your heart is on everybody but Yah.
And their fear toward me is taught by the precept of men.
And the precept of men, y'all let Paul, T.D. Jakes, and all these preachers tell you what to do. Y'all listen to the wrong person. Listen to these lying preachers when the Almighty already put a lying spirit in their mouth, but you going to believe everything they say. They're going to tell you what Paul said, what John said, what Peter said. That people ain't worth two dead flies. Almighty ain't never talked to them people. But I got something for you in a few minutes, though. For all the ones that say that they're a spiritual person. Okay. Yep, that's all I need. That was 29. Let me see. Go to 42 and 5. Isaiah 42 and 5. Isaiah 42 and 5.
Isaiah chapter 42, verse 5. Thus saith Elohim Yahweh.
Yahweh talking.
He that created the heavens
Yahweh created the heavens.
and stretched them out.
He stretched them out.
He that spread forth the earth
Yahweh the only one spread forth the earth.
and that was coming out of it.
And everything that came out of the corn, the bean, the greens, and all the foods and the stuff that you eat.
He that giveth breath unto the people upon it.
Yahweh the one gave us breath upon this land, upon his land.
And spirit to them that walk therein.
And the spirit to them that walk in his laws and commandments, statutes, and precepts. Yahweh give you that spirit. You can't get this from nobody else. Yahweh have to give you the spirit to serve him and love him. If he don't give it to you, you hate him. You ain't gonna do nothing that Yahweh say do. That's all I needed. That was okay. Let's go to 50. Let me see. Isaiah 50, 59. 21.
Isaiah chapter 59, verse 21. As for me,
this
is my covenant with them, saith Yahweh.
This is my covenant with them.
My spirit that is upon thee.
Yahweh said, my spirit lives on you.
And my words which I have put in thy mouth.
And Yahweh put the words in my mouth. The spirit of Yahweh upon me to put the words in my mouth.
Shall not depart out of thy mouth.
Ain't never going nowhere. That's what I'm talking about. Read.
Nor out of the mouth of thy seed, nor out of the mouth of thy seed, saith Yahweh.
That means your children gonna be talking about Yah. I'm gonna be dead and go. Somebody been one of my sons or daughters better be popping corn talking about Yah. Now read that again.
As for me, this is my covenant with them.
This is my covenant I made with the chosen one, the remnant,
saith Yahweh.
Yahweh said it.
My spirit that is upon thee.
Yahweh's spirit is upon me.
And my words which I have put in thy mouth.
And he put these words in my mouth to pop it to y'all.
Shall not depart out of thy mouth.
All the way to the graveyard. I ain't gonna talk about nobody but Yah.
Nor out of the mouth of thy seed.
Your children supposed to be talking about Yah.
Nor out of the mouth of thy seed.
They children's children supposed to be talking about Yah.
Saith Yahweh.
Yahweh said it.
From henceforth and forever.
What? Yahweh said from henceforth forever. Ain't no change in me. I'm hard-headed. Ain't no, you think I'm finna listen to somebody else over Yah? Yahweh say this, Paul say that. You got to be crazy. Now, go to Joel. That's what I'm talking about right here. Joel, chapter 2. And start at the 20. Let me see. Yes, sir. Start at 21. Joel 2 and 21.
Joel chapter 2, verse 21. Fear not.
Told us don't be scared.
O land.
Told us the whole land.
Be glad and rejoice.
Be glad and rejoice to serve Yah.
For Yahweh will do great things.
Yahweh gonna do some great things, y'all. Watch what he gonna do.
Be not afraid.
Don't be scared of nobody.
Ye beasts of the field.
Ye beasts of the field.
For the pastures of the wilderness do spring. For the tree beareth her fruit. The fig tree and the vine do yield their strength. Be glad then, ye children of Zion, and rejoice in Yahweh your Elohim.
That's right. Rejoice in Yahweh.
For he hath given you the former rain moderately, and he will cause to come down for you the rain, the former rain, and the latter rain in the first month. And the floors shall be full of wheat, and the vats shall overflow with wine and oil. And I will restore to you the years that the locust hath eaten, the cankerworm, and the caterpillar, and the palmer worm, my great army which I send among you.
Yahweh sent all the animals to do it.
And ye shall eat in plenty.
Eat in plenty.
And be satisfied.
And when you eat, you're going to be satisfied.
And praise the name of Yahweh your Elohim.
After you eat and had plenty enough, then you praise Yahweh's name.
That have dealt wondrously with you.
That have done wonders with us.
And my people shall never be ashamed.
And we ain't going to never be ashamed.
And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel.
Everybody going to know that Yahweh is in the midst of us.
And that I am Yahweh your Elohim.
That he is our God.
and none else.
And ain't nobody else.
And my people shall never be ashamed.
And he said it again, my people should never be ashamed. Read.
And it shall come to pass afterward.
And it shall come to pass afterward.
That I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh.
Then I'm going to pour out my spirit upon all flesh. That means all the remnant. I'm going to pour out my spirit on all flesh, the remnant.
And your sons and your daughters shall prophesy.
And our sons and daughters going to pop corn, prophesy.
Your old man shall dream dreams.
That's right.
Your young man shall see visions.
That's right.
And also upon the servants and upon the handmaids, in those days will I pour out my spirit.
Everybody gonna have the spirit of Yah. Everybody gonna be worshiping Yah. Ain't gonna be no New Testament, Quran, High, Deep, and book. Ain't gonna be no another book. Read.
And I will show wonders in the heavens and in the earth.
Yahweh gonna show wonders in the heaven and the earth. Watch what he gonna do. Watch this. Read.
Blood and fire and pillars of smoke.
I'm gonna show you blood, fire, and pillars of smoke. What else are we gonna do?
The sun shall be turned into darkness.
The sun gonna be dark.
And the moon into blood.
I'm gonna turn the moon into blood.
Before the great and terrible day of Yahweh come.
I'm gonna do this before the great and terrible day, before Yahweh come. The great and terrible day gonna do this.
And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of Yahweh shall be delivered.
And whosoever call upon the name of Yahweh gonna be delivered.
For in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem shall be deliverance, as Yahweh have said, and in the remnant whom Yahweh shall call.
The remnant! He ain't gonna call nobody but the remnant. A remnant means a small amount, very few people. A remnant! That's when I say he gonna put the spirit over the remnant. Not everybody. You got to be crazy if you think you talking about everybody. Shit. Okay, now I got a question. Do we have any spiritual men and women on YouTube? Now that everybody on here that came late, leaners out, you ladies, I don't know what. But read. Anybody, we have any spiritual men and women on this thing? It's just a yes or no question. That's right, Miss Rod One Love. Okay, go to school. Do we have any spiritual men and women? Okay, Ross down here say he's spiritual man. Okay, brother. All right. But I'm asking a question right now so I can go and pop this corn. Any spiritual men and women on YouTube today? We finna find out about the spiritual man and woman. I'm a spiritual man. I'm a spiritual woman. That's all I hear they say. Okay. Well, let me show y'all something that y'all don't know. Go to Jose. Now, let me tell y'all something that you don't know. The word spiritual is only in the Old Testament one time. And let's see what it say this one time. Go to Hosea 9. I want Hosea 9 and 9 and 7. Watch this, y'all. Y'all finna learn something today.
Hosea chapter 9, verse 7. The days of visitation are come. The days of recompense are come.
Okay, what do recompense mean? It means payback. Y'all always say recompense mean payback. Read.
Israel shall know it.
Now Israel gonna know it. Watch the Israel gonna know it.
The prophet is a fool.
We gonna know that the prophet is a fool.
The spiritual man is mad.
The spiritual man mad. Hold it. What do mad mean?
Mad, very sick in the mind.
You sick in the mind when you're a spiritual person.
Insane.
Insane when you're a spiritual man or a woman.
Foolish and reckless.
Foolish and reckless if you're spiritual.
Unwise.
Unwise! So that's mean you be careful. See, always study a matter before you answer, y'all. I know you didn't mean no harm by saying yeah, but you didn't know this. You didn't know this was in the book. So I ain't gonna, y'all ain't guilty. You just thought it was some good. But to be a spiritual man or woman, you a fool. Now hold it. Let's read it again now. Let's read so when people say they spiritual, this you. Let's go to Hosea 9 and say, read it again. I'm not adding. Read the book again.
The days of visitation are come. The days of recompense are come.
I'm gonna pay back.
Israel shall know it.
Israel gonna know
The prophet is a fool.
that these preachers is a damn fool.
The spiritual man is mad for the multitude.
No, the spiritual man is mad. It said twice.
The spiritual man is mad for the multitude.
No, your book don't say is mad. Hold on.
That's what I said.
You said mad one time, then I said twice.
The spiritual man is mad.
Is mad. Hold on, give me your Bible. It don't read like mine. Let's see. We'll see. Okay, let me see. Okay, I made a mistake. I thought it said it twice. Yeah, my fault. I don't want to make a mistake. It's still a man and man. Okay, we read though. Spiritual man is what?
The spiritual man is mad.
The spiritual man is mad
for the multitude of thy iniquity.
What do iniquity mean? Look up of iniquity. Let me show y'all what iniquity means. What do iniquity mean?
Iniquity, great wickedness or injustice.
Great wickedness and injustice. This is spiritual man, y'all.
A very wicked or unjust act.
A very wicked, unjust. See, a spiritual person is very wicked and no good. Because we didn't have those spiritual men in the Old Testament. Moses wasn't spiritual. Ezekiel wasn't spiritual. Daniel wasn't spiritual. Isaiah wasn't spiritual. I ain't spiritual. And Yahweh ain't spiritual. Now read it again. See? Read it again one more time. Because boy, I'm finna go to the New Testament and knock it out the box. Read it one more time.
The days of visitation are come. The days of recompense are come. Israel shall know it. The prophet is a fool. The spiritual man is mad from the multitude of thy iniquity and the great hatred.
And great hatred. Now, let's go to the New Testament. Let me see which book I want to go in. Okay, Ephesians. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go in Ephesians. Yeah, I'm going to Ephesians. Now, I'm gonna ask you another question. Ephesians. Now, do we have any Ephesians on here? Is there any Ephesians on here? Say yes or no if you're Ephesian. So, this book is for the Ephesians, not the Hebrew Israelites, the Ephesians only. Listen, my book says the epistle of Paul, the apostle to the Ephesians. Paul wrote a letter to the Ephesians when he was in prison. Now, before I get to where I want to go, let me look up. Let me see. Did I look up? See. Ephesians. Let me see. Y'all just hold on. Bear with me because y'all going to learn something today. I'm trying to teach you something now. Let me see. I spell E. I should have marked it. Okay. Here we go. Okay, read that. Read what Ephesians is. Okay.
Ephesians, a book of the New Testament written by the Apostle Paul.
It's written by the Apostle Paul, the book of Ephesians. But I had something else on there. Let me see. Ephesians. Let's see. Okay. Well, just start at the Ephesians 1. Start the first verse. Go to the book Ephesians 1 and 1.
Ephesians chapter 1, verse 1. Paul, an apostle of JC by the will of God.
He's an apostle of JC by the will of God, which is a lie. Keep reading.
To the saints which are at Ephesus, and to the faithful in JC, grace be to you.
Grace be unto you.
And peace from God, or from God our Father, and from the LORDJC.
JC. Now watch this.
Blessed be the God and Father of our LORDJC,
JC,
who have blessed us with all spiritual blessings in heavenly.
He blessed us with all spiritual blessings. All spirit. See, to believe in this fool, you're going to be a spiritual man to believe in him. But I'm going to show you the next one. Keep reading.
Heavenly places in JC.
Heavenly places in JC.
According as he have chosen us in him before the foundation of the world.
He chose us with this. You know this a lie.
That we should be holy and without blame before him in love.
This a lie.
Having predestinated us unto the adoption of children by JC to himself, according to the good pleasure of his will.
Of his will, not Yahweh will, his will.
To the praise of the glory of his grace, wherein
of his grace, talking about JC grace,
wherein he hath made us accepted in the beloved.
Made us accepted in beloved. JC done this, y'all.
And whom we have redemption through his blood.
We have deliverance through JC blood.
The forgiveness of sins.
He's the only one that can vivify our sins, according to this.
According to the riches of his grace, wherein he hath abounded toward us in all wisdom and prudence.
All wisdom and prudence from him.
Having made known unto us the mystery of his will, according to his good pleasure, which he hath proposed in himself, that in the disposition of the fullness of times he might gather together in one all things in JC.
All things in him.
Both which are in heaven and which are on earth.
That's a lie. Okay, let's go to 1 Corinthians. First Corinthians chapter 2. Two and 15.
1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 15. But he that is spiritual judges all things.
Everybody that is spiritual judges all things. Now watch this.
Yet he himself is judged of no man.
Can't nobody judge a spiritual man. According to this, he can judge everybody but himself. He can't be judged, y'all. You know that. Now watch this verse, the last verse.
For who have known the mind of the Lord?
For who know the man of him?
That he may instruct him.
That he may instruct him. That's who it is, y'all.
But we have the mind of JC.
When you're a spiritual man, you got the man of JC. Boy, that's a cold lick. When you are a spiritual man or woman, you got the man of him. Now, I'm finna get up out this book. So, brothers and sisters, don't never say you know spiritual man or woman because you a follower of dude. So I hope y'all learned something. Now I'm ready for comment and question. But it's something else I can't think right now. It's something else I had on that. On that Ephesians. I'm trying to. I'm ready for comment and question now. Paul was, he wrote it. Yeah. So all I'm saying, the Almighty never sent Paul. So why would we listen to what Paul said? Paul, wrote the book of Ephesians. And we ain't no Ephesians. So why should we listen to Paul? Paul was in prison, writing to the Ephesians. That's what it said. Yeah. Let me see what book that was in. Okay. My question is, where are the friends, sisters? I need one, two. Okay, brother. All right, they on here. They showed on here. Yeah. Well, y'all let Nina's ought to say he need a wife. Now, did you get circumcised, Nina's out there? Because I think somebody wasn't no circumcised up on here. And I advise y'all don't marry him until he gets circumcised. I don't care who he is. If it was me and I wasn't circumcised, don't give me the time of day. Now, Lena's out there asking the question, he looking for a wife. Is there any virtuous women on here that's single? Now I'm ready for comment and question, y'all. Anybody have any comment or questions? I'm ready for comment and questions. I add to the scripture. So let me ask y'all again, do we have any spiritual men and women on this thing? Do we have any spiritual men and women? It's just yes or no. Almighty and Yahweh ain't never dealt with no spiritual man. I said I'm ready for comment and questions. Okay, that's right. Because you got to ask yourself, was Moses a spiritual man? Was Abraham a spiritual man? Okay, question, who did Cain got married to? It just he knew his wife. So that could be a question there. Some of them say it was an ape, a gorilla, a monkey. Well, I don't know, but it said Cain knew his wife and she conceived and bear a son. Yeah. So it don't name who his wife is. It just say, he married somebody. Anybody got any comment or question about this lesson? But y'all know y'all done heard a lot of people that I'm a spiritual man. I'm a spiritual woman. Yeah, you mad and retarded and crazy too, according to our book. According to the Old Testament, you ain't worth 2 dead flies. The Almighty ain't dealt with no spiritual man. You got the mind of JC if you're a spiritual man. That's right. The planets is the stars, the host of heaven. Okay, what you said me, and I'm look at this. All right, sister. Hey, you just didn't know. I knew when I asked that question. I say a lot of them gonna say, "Yeah, I'm a spiritual man and woman." But I've noticed Mark Anthony didn't say it, but they knew it was something to it. They knew I was finna come with that corn. They knew it, and y'all son, yeah. Okay, first say shalom. Yes, I am a spiritual woman of Yah. Okay, yeah. Well, just say you a woman of Yah. We ain't gonna put the spirit there. We just say that use a woman of Yahweh. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, the spirit of Yahweh. That's cool. Spirit of Yahweh, a woman. Yeah. Not spiritual though. Yeah. Hey, Lena's Arthur, Phyllis Williams said, "How old is you? You might have your wife." He said, "I'm 43 years young." Yeah, he's still a young man. Now you already know you got to be circumcised, Lena's Arthur, for her to deal with you. So, Phyllis, yeah, he 43 years old, sister. We might have something going here. But most women don't want to tell their age. They shaming their age and stuff like that. They want to dye their hair and all that stuff. No, you let your hair turn white. That's the way the most I want it. If a man don't want to accept you the way you are, then so be it. Don't try to be something that you ain't. Try to dye your hair and all this old stuff. No, let it grow. Whatever color the Most High grow, let it grow. Don't never be ashamed of who you are. And the Almighty looking at your heart. We ain't supposed to be worried about none of that. Looks can be deceiving anyway. Just because something look good don't mean it's good for you. Everything look good ain't good. Everything glitter ain't gold. Well, yeah, Jason Sharp. So the next time somebody say they're a spiritual man or woman, just count it to Hosea 9 and 7. Just tell them to read that. You must be insane. I guess I was crazy and dumb for saying that, but not today. No, you ain't crazy and dumb. You just was the lack of knowledge. I know you didn't mean it. When you said when they said yeah on here, I know you didn't mean what you say because y'all hadn't read that. Y'all thought it was a good thing to be spiritual. Most people, oh, he's a spiritual man and woman. He sure is, and the Almighty gonna knock his head off. I wouldn't say you was dumb. I wouldn't say you was dumb and crazy. You just was a lack of knowledge. You didn't know, and you assumed it was a good thing, But no, according to Jose, no, yeah. But like we say, when you learn better, you do better, Yeah. Almighty ain't got no spiritual beings that he deal with. Jeremiah wasn't spiritual. Jose wasn't spiritual. Daniel, I ain't never read, but none of them was spiritual. But today, I'm a spiritual man. I'm a spiritual woman. Like that make you something. You a retarded fool. That's what you is. Y'all said to be set apart, but Christian said, yeah. Well, they show it. They show spiritual, meaning it ain't got nothing to do with Yahweh. They following dude in the New Testament. That's what. Oh, okay. Hey, I be full of surprises though. The Almighty give it to me, y'all. He ain't give to me. Hey, I ain't never went to college. I only completed the 12th grade. I got a high school diploma, and I never went to a religious anything. What they call them, religious places you go when you go to school to be a preacher and all that junk. Well, anyway, I ain't never went to school to get this word. I didn't have to go there. Did Joseph go to school to interpret the Pharaoh's dream? He said, well, man, let me go to college for about 5 or 6 years, and then I can tell you once I get out of college. He didn't talk like that. The Almighty gave it to him. See, the Almighty handpick his people, and he give it to certain ones. And y'all don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that like button. Whatever you do, don't forget to hit that like button. But then y'all see why they don't want to talk to me. They don't want to talk to me. That's right, Linus Arthur. That's right. You're right. Most High bless you as a school. Yeah. Well, yeah, like I said, when your heart right, he gonna give it to you. But you can't be faking, capping, perpetrating a fraud. You 1 minute you this, next minute you that. You brainwashed. You don't know what to believe, how you was raised and all that. No, you double minded, triple man. You gotta be one. You gotta be one accord with the Most High. It's either Yahweh way or no other way. Ain't no other way. And you have to be that way. That's right. When Hananiah, Mishael, Uriah, and Azariah say, then they told the man, I ain't gonna serve or do nothing what you talking about. Throw me on in the fire. When they threw us in the fire last weekend, we was ready to go. We ain't studying that. Let's go. You ain't finna change me. I change drawers and socks. That's all I'm gonna change. I can't change that. Well, I'm a elder. Well, let's see. Well, I'm a woman. Oh, you okay, woman, and definitely fear y'all only. I have a daughter also fear y'all. She is 35. Yet not want a man in his. Well, age ain't number when it comes to serving y'all fellas. If he a good Yahweh fearing man, and they keeping the laws and commandments, statute, and he's circumcised, he the one. I was on pause when you asked me that question. Right? Right. That's right. Hey, but if I got to second guess myself, I ain't gonna answer. Now, if you ask me a question and I don't know, I'm not gonna second guess myself. I'm gonna say, well, I'm just gonna go and say it and we find out what it is. No, a lot of time we react before we even find out what's really going on. If I don't know something, I'm gonna hesitate. I ain't gonna just say yeah or nothing like that. Nah, yeah. See, we all in training and teaching. See, let me show you what the book say in Proverbs. See, this is what we're doing right now. Let's see. See, let's go to Proverbs chapter 27, verse 17. You're glad this will make you not dumb and stupid right here. Because what do Proverbs 27 and 17 say?
Proverbs chapter 27, verse 17. Iron sharpeneth iron.
See, iron sharpeneth iron.
So a man sharpeneth the countenance of his friend.
I'm sharpening the countenance of my friend. See, iron sharpens iron, meaning we learn from one another. I ain't got all the answers. Y'all ain't got all the answers. I don't know everything, and y'all don't know everything. The only person who know everything is Yahweh. And he show us bits and pieces of his. He ain't gonna even give it all to me. Because who am I? I ain't nobody. So he give me knowledge, wisdom, and understanding on certain things, but he ain't gonna give it all to me. But iron sharpens iron. I ain't on here to try to be the greatest or the best. I think I know everything, because there's a lot of things I don't know. But I know enough. I know right from wrong, and I know what Yahweh love and what he hate. That's the main ingredient. You got to find out what Yahweh love and what he hate. When you find that out, you know enough. In them 10 commandments. When you find out that Yahweh hate this and love that, then you Michael Jordan. You Michael Jordan? That means you cold-blooded. You ain't gonna miss. So it ain't about who know the most. It's about who do the most. Now, you do the most, that's where it count at. In the book said in the New Testament, don't be ye hearers of the word, be doers of the word. The New Testament say faith without works is dead. You can have all the faith in the world and no works, you ain't work 2 dead flies. Faith go with works and works go with faith. I got my works in faith. teacher I was on Paul one ask a question. Oh, okay, yeah. So no, don't never think I'm better than y'all. Don't never get that idea. I'm in the same boat as y'all. We all is one under the umbrella of Yah. Ain't no big me and little you. No, they ain't got that mentality. I try to help all, teach all. And then I don't glorify myself, pat myself on the back. I glorify Yah, you understand me? I'm Mr. Nobody. But in his eyes, I'm very somebody. Yeah. And one thing else about me, I'll give everybody props. If a person cold in something, I don't take from what nobody is. Man can play better pool than me, basketball, dancing, or whatever he can do. Hey, give it to him. Don't be no hater, be a congratulator and a participator. Don't never be no hater. Always give props to where it's due. Always give a person their props, especially if they right. Oh man, that man sure can dance. Or that man that woo up the band, whatever the reason it may be. Yeah. So don't never be no hater. Be a congratulator and a participator. Yeah. Years ago, when is your I don't understand the question. Teacher, when is your marriage? Oh, I did that a long time ago. Yeah. Yeah. But it seemed like to me ain't nobody got no question today, you know. Anybody got any comments or questions about the Bible? Must be hearing my prayer because I be asking for his help and being a better listener and praise him. Okay, yeah. Well, he want us to hearken anyway. You know, you got to listen. That's see. I mean, oh, he asking Jewel Glad which they sing all your life. Well, first of all, Lindsay, you got to ask her what kind of man she looking for. Cause age ain't nothing but a number. Let me tell y'all how I started off. In 1991. That's I ain't single. Who said that? Oh, I ain't that single, no. But let me tell you who I got started. In 1991, this how I fall into the truth. And so I had bought a Cadillac. And I was coming from the place that I bought the Cadillac from in 1991. So I knew this guy. His name was Rodney Bell. He was he was on drugs and shit, a crackhead guy. And at this time, I was studying Islam, you know, reading it out the Quran and stuff like that. So I knew he painted cars and he was a mechanic and worked on cars and stuff like that. We was real good friends. So when I bought the car, the Almighty made the holes blow. It was just a radiator hole. So when it blew, no, okay. So when it blew, I pulled on the side of the road. Then he passed me. So he turned around and he came back and fixed it. And I said, what I owe you? He said, you don't owe me nothing. Just come to Bible class. So I was like, Bible class? He said, yeah. He gave me where was that? You know, such address. So it was like on a Monday. So the class was on a Sunday or something like that. So when I went to the class on the Sunday, by myself, and I seen a couple of people that I knew. I'm young now. I'm in my early 20s. So we go up in this house. It was just a house. and it was jam packed in there. Number of black people all sitting around, so I'm sitting down and stuff. So you had this tall, dark skinned dude, bald head and stuff, and he was the teacher. He was an old man at this time, named Brother Pratt. So let me see. So they all said a prayer for class, and we reading about. So you had this one lady reading out a book. Then you had another lady reading out a magazine or no, a newspaper, and they all had books. So he was going from the newspaper to the history book to the Bible. So when I went, I knew this was it because after class I had a spirit. A spirit came over me that I ain't never in my life felt. I said, boy, this must be the truth. I went home. I burned up all the final calls and all. I got rid of all them other books, and I just got to studying. So I went with him for 2 years. So he ended up dying in the process of 2 years. Then I met another older man, had been keeping the Sabbath 50 years. When I met him, 50 years, he was in his 80s then, and he was real, had a beard, white beard down the head. It was, But I'm talking about he would read the Bible. He would read chapters without even looking at them. He doing this and he reading the chapters to me, and I'm doing this reading it. And then remember, I'm green now. I'm just not studying. I'm just not getting it. So every time I went to class, I took me a pencil and pen and I wrote down everything that we talked about. Wrote down everything, and then I would go and study them notes. And so then that's how I got to remembering stuff. And so when the Almighty see your heart right and pure, He gonna give it to you. So this brother's name was Caleb Israel, and they called him Claude Bennett. That was his street name. But his Hebrew name was this man was so fluent and cold with the book. I had never in my life seen nobody read the Bible without looking at it. He closed the Bible up and quoted like he had a photograph memory with the scripture. And I was under him for 10 years. I went to class Wednesday and Sunday for 10 years and never missed a day. And I stayed 2 hours a day. 2 hours on Sunday, 2 hours on Wednesday. And I used to I used to hold on. A lot of elders in Chicago were always conscious and knew stuff. No, they weren't like him though. This brother here was a cold piece of work. He was a special man. I'm talking about this man. I ain't trying to idolize him or nothing like that, but he was cold blooded with that book. That man, I'm talking about when I say, hey, shit, I ain't never ever heard no people. The man was cold, and I was under him for 10 years and never missed a day in class. I used to have all the brothers, and whoever wanted to go come and go. And a lot of them went 2 or 3 times. They fell off 2 or 3 times, fell off. But I was holding on, consistent. This man prayed 3 times a day. I could be with it. This man would get out and drop down on his knees and praise the mighty Yah. I don't care where the gas station, giving it up to the Most High on anywhere. He prayed 3 times a day. Yeah. And another thing, he never set his back toward the east. Like I'm facing the east. See, I'm facing the east right now in my house. He never did turn. When he sat down, he always faced the east. He wouldn't turn his back to the east. Man, that man was cold blooded. Yeah. Nope. Listen, when I say in 1991, when we started this, wasn't no cell phones and all this other extra stuff that we got today. I wish I had all that, And he wanted to debate people. They didn't want to debate. They were scared to death. And then I met a guy named Bowie, right? Bowie was one of the new one from Chicago. He was from Chicago, but he moved down here and he went over to Jerusalem, to Israel, stayed 2 years with Ben-Ami. Y'all heard of Ben-Ami? Ben-Ami was already in Jerusalem. He had took a crew of people in the 60s over there to Israel. And Ben-Ami, he knew all the heads. All the what? What's his name? To start the one down here. I'll think of it in a minute. He's a man in the spirit. Yahweh is a man in the spirit. But anyway, Lucius Casey. Y'all heard of Lucius Casey that started the farm down south. then you had Bowie, then you had Lil Joe, you had Brother Bruce, you had Brother Claude, you had different teachers. Then they all did their own thing, Brother Pride and stuff like that. But my teacher, he was real old. He knew all the head. He told me how it got started and everything in the 50s. He got in the book in the 50s and stuff like that. And he said he went over there to help Benny meeting up for 2 years, and he came back to the state because Benny believed in the New Testament and all that stuff. They wanted to, keep believing in the New Testament. So he went on, left them because they didn't want to do right. Yeah, but the Almighty put certain people in your life to wake you up, But he was real. Man, I'm not finna talk about nothing. I just had a class. You talking about you weren't late, you go back and watch the video. Now you want me to explain the spirit. No, I'm not gonna explain nothing. Yahweh is a man and a spirit. He both of them. He whatever he want to be. Yeah. Yeah. So that's how I got started, Yeah. But if the Almighty wants you to be that one, he gonna come to you. He gonna get his word to you some kind of way. He gonna get a message to you. Yeah. Yeah. If you the chosen one, the Most High he gonna get it. Yeah. Because at one time I was dumb as a box of rocks. I ain't never known nothing about the Most High Yah. So when you learn better, you do better. But see, I'm gonna tell you another thing I did. I never opened my mouth, and I didn't question him. I just wrote down stuff, and I went over it. I never tried to debate my teachers and try to know more than them and think arrogant and all that. No, I ain't do none of that. I was the best listener in the world. Couldn't nobody beat me listening. I was the best listener in the world when I was coming up in this book. I listened, I studied, I prayed. And the most I knew my heart, he knew I was for real and sincere. And when I found out I ain't supposed to eat no pork, I quit the same day. I quit the same day. I didn't have to wait no week, no month, or no year. Wean myself off the meat. I instantly stopped. Instantly, you know. Yeah, so yeah, so that's the history of me. Mm-hmm. But a lot of people that I know, when they changed, like they I knew this one teacher. He became an Egyptologist. He moved down to Atlanta and he became an Egyptologist. His name was Bruce. So how did that happen? I have no idea. But they say his brother. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I met Brother Elisha too. Yeah. I met him. I was with Brother Elisha for like 10 years. I was with the other teacher, the first teacher I met in '91. I was with him for like 2 years. Then I met Brother Wichita, was with him for about 10 years. Then I did 10 years with Brother, because that's all that I can't even I don't know, because that was the thing. You either had Islam or Christianity to choose from at the time. You had Muslims and Christians. I never heard of the Hebrew Israelites back then. You know, yeah. So I don't know why I chose it. I can't answer that because I don't know why. You know, yeah. All I know, I ain't studying right now today. Yeah. No, I ain't studying right now today. Yeah. No. I can't remember why I chose it back then. That's been over 30 some years ago. Yeah, because I can't remember why I was interested in. Rastafari. Well, put me up on a little Rastafari. Tell me their beliefs, Rasta here, because I know a few Rastafarians. Yeah, that's right. Y'all knows your heart, and He knows you are for Him only. That's right. You're right, Yoel Israel. That's right. That's right. Now, give me some pointers on the Rastafarian Rasta here. Tell me a little. I know they don't. I know they. Let me see. This is what I heard about the Rastafarian. They all vegans. They smoke a lot of marijuana and what else? You ever heard of Rastafarian?
I've heard the name Rastafarian.
Oh, but you ain't familiar with them. Okay. Peace and branch of family. Okay. Oh, okay. Jamaica. Yeah, I'm not a Jamaican, but believe. Okay, what about Haile Selassie? See, I thought it was based up on Haile Selassie because when I read up on the Rastafarian, they follow Haile Selassie, and I threw that all away. I used to have it. I wish I had the literature on Rastafarian. Okay, yeah. But do y'all know Haile Selassie? Haile Selassie was supposed to be the founder of the Rastafarian. He was an Ethiopian Jew. Yeah, he was an Ethiopian Jew, the Rastafarian. I mean, Haile Selassie. Yeah, yeah. I ain't know it was built up on Marcus Garvey though. Yeah. Open. Okay. I can't think of continue to work on you, bless you. All right, pray the mighty Yah, Joe Black. Yep. Yep. Yes, it's all about learning better and do better. When you learn better, because we all have made mistakes. We all have violated. We all have sinned. We all have transgressed the law. We all did wrong in the eyes of Yah. But when you learn better, you're supposed to do better. He is not going to hold that against you when you change. All you got to do is change, and the Almighty, hey, he gonna. Let me show him that right quick. All you got to do is stop doing wicked and start doing right. Rastafari believe in. Oh, okay. I ain't know that either. All right. Go to Ezekiel 18, I think. It's either I think it's 18 or 30. Let me see. Okay, go to Ezekiel 18 and 20. 18 and 20. Let you know we got a forgiving God. Our God forgives. He don't hold grudges like people do. See, people hold grudges, but Yahweh don't.
Ezekiel chapter 18, verse 20. The soul that sinneth, it shall die.
It say the soul that sinneth, it should die.
The son shall not bear the iniquity of the father.
Can't nobody save nobody. Ain't no dying for no sins.
Neither shall the father bear the iniquity of the son.
I can't die for my son. My son can't die for me. Can't nobody save you.
The righteousness of the righteous shall be upon him.
Only the righteous is going to be up on him. If you righteous, the Almighty got you.
And the wickedness of the wicked shall be upon him.
And the wicked going to get the head knocked off.
But if the wicked will turn from all the sins that he have committed.
But if the wicked have turned from all this sin, believe in Islam, believe in the Christian, eating pork, celebrate pagan holiday, wearing crosses, doing everything that Yahweh hate. If he turn from that.
And keep all my statutes.
And all you got to do is keep all Yahweh statutes.
And do that which is lawful and right.
And do what's lawful and right in the eyes of Yah, not nobody else.
He shall surely live.
He should surely live. That means if you change, the Almighty gonna accept your change. But man ain't.
He shall not die.
You ain't gonna die because you changed man. You got a different spirit.
All his transgressions that he hath committed.
Everything that you have done and committed.
They shall not be mentioned unto him.
Yahweh say, I ain't gonna even mention it to you when you did this, when you did that wrong. I ain't gonna mention it. But people here, oh, he used to this, she used to that. The Almighty ain't gonna say that.
And his righteousness that he have done, he shall live.
That's right, and it's right, he shall live. That's right. All you got to do is change. That's all that Almighty Yahweh want us to do is change. When you learn better, you do better. So what? She used to be a prostitute. So what? She used to be a hoe. So what, she used to be an alcoholic. So what, she used to be a crackhead. So what, she used to be a heroin addict. So what else, she used to cuss her parents out. She used to do everything wrong and rotten and dirty. So what, she used to do. But when she turned to Yahweh and started keeping all the laws and commandments, statute, precept, and judgment, then she a changed woman, got a different spirit, and Yahweh gonna forget. So what, it used to be a pimp. So what, it used to be this. So what, it used to do that. Almighty said, when you change, boy, look, I got you. Yeah. But people don't forgive people. They always want to hold a grudge. Be mad at somebody for 10, 15, 20 years ago. You retarded fool. If the Almighty was grudgeful like you wouldn't be there. You ain't gonna do nothing. I mean, the Almighty ain't gonna forgive you. What if Yahweh was like y'all and then forgive? Don't you know everybody going to hate me and everybody? If the Almighty wasn't merciful as he is, and we ain't got a chance. Can't pray or nothing can't help us. Can't nothing help us. That's what make him merciful. That's right. That's what make him merciful. That's right. Everybody want to point the finger. But you know what? Why you point the finger? You see them 3 fingers right there? They pointing back at you. You got 3 fingers. You point the finger, but you got 3 pointing back at you. So don't forget that. Yeah. Everybody want to criticize, condemn the next person. But look at you. You talking about her, you talking about him. Look at yourself. You ain't worth 2 dead flies. Why you trying to throw somebody else under the bus? Always trying to throw somebody else under the bus. But look at you. You hate the Most High too. You ain't doing everything you say do. So stop pointing the finger. Before you criticize and barbecue and throw somebody on the bus, you got to barbecue yourself and criticize yourself. Because remember, you ain't nothing either. You ain't what the owl left on the rooftop. And y'all know what he left on the rooftop. Yeah. So stop being a hater and trying to criticize and throw people under the bus. Yeah. What is a prophet? I just thought the same thing today. Finger pointing as a wolf. This is no, I ain't no prophet now. I ain't gonna pet my. I ain't all that. I'm just a servant of the Most High Yah. I ain't never no prophet. I'm just a humble servant of the Most High Yah. I ain't gonna take that title there. Now, as far as I go as a servant of Yahweh, but I can never be a prophet or priest. Yeah, not no prophet or priest. I'm just an old servant of the Most High Yah. The B.O.B. You see what the church say? I just come here to do that. That's what I come to do that. So, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Before you judge and talk about somebody else, look at you. Look at yourself. All the stuff you done did in the dark that don't nobody know nothing about. Oh, okay, finger point. Right. Okay. All right. Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. So everybody have to take a second look at themselves and talk about yourself before you talk about somebody else. Look in the mirror and talk about yourself before you talk about somebody else. Yeah. Because the person that you looking in the mirror ain't worth 2 dead flies. You just as rotten, might be even rottener than the one you talking about. Why you throwing that person on the bus? What you done did? What you done did? A whole lot that don't nobody know nothing about. Shit. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Okay, gotcha. I got you. Mhm. Well, brother and sister, I'm finna get ready to close out. I hope everybody got. Hey, don't forget to hit that like button now. Yeah, everybody hit the like button. If you liked it, hit the like button so I can get them rates up. Yep. And y'all start giving my YouTube channel to other people. Give it to the white folks. Give it to the Chinese, the Puerto Ricans, the Indians, the Ethiopians, everybody. Give it to everybody. I don't care what kind of what country they're from. Give them this YouTube channel, so they can learn too. I'm gonna teach the Chinese. I'm gonna teach the Japanese, the Russians, and everybody else. Anybody who's seeking knowledge, give them this station. They're gonna get mad, but what do I care? As long as I'm popping corn and telling the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth, I ain't stumbling nobody talking about. Yeah. Okay. Praise the mighty Yah, Teresa. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Ain't but one truth, and that's Yahweh's truth. Yeah. That's Yahweh's truth. Ain't nothing added to it or nothing. Yeah. Yeah. Anybody got a closing out prayer? I mean, closing out scripture? I said prayer. I meant scripture. Anybody got a closing out scripture? Just give me one closing. I'm gonna get ready to close out. Yeah. I just need one closing out scripture. Mm-hmm. Oh, like and subscribe. Okay, subscribe. Okay. Hey, yeah. Like I said, if anybody know how to set up that Zoom, I need to know how to call my number, and I need to know how to set up that Zoom. Talk to my son so I can debate the Gentile at work. All right, thanks, Sister Jill. Glad to pray the mighty Yah, sister. Okay, and Tisha, y'all say go to Psalm 19. That's right, that law. That's right, that law, sister. Yeah, a perfect man. That law gonna make you perfect. That Psalm 19. That's what it's talking about. That perfect. Read. Start at the 7th verse. That's corn there. That's a cold Psalms he talking about right there. Read.
Psalms chapter 19, verse 7. The law of Yahweh is perfect.
It's perfect. Converting the soul. Read.
Converting the soul.
That's right.
The testimony of Yahweh is sure, making wise the simple.
Making wise and simple.
The statutes of Yahweh are right.
All right.
Rejoicing the heart.
Rejoicing the heart. That's right. That's corn, that sister.
The commandment of Yahweh is pure.
It's pure. Don't need no additive.
Enlightening the eyes.
Enlightening the eyes. You gonna understand?
The fear of Yahweh is clean, enduring forever.
Doing forever.
The judgments of Yahweh are true and righteous altogether.
All together. Don't go pay 11.
More to be desired are they than gold.
More to be desired than gold.
Yea, than much fine gold. Sweeter also than the honey and the honeycomb.
That's right.
Moreover, by them is thy servant warned, and in keeping of them there is great reward.
There's a great reward in keeping the commandment. That's right. You can't go wrong. It's a great reward. Not reward, just a great reward. Meaning it's gonna be outstanding and big. Yeah, that was corn. Tisha. Yeah, that's right. Okay, then there's also say go on Google. It's gonna teach you how to teach you about Zoom. Go on Google. You know how to do that. Google. Go on. Huh? He said go on Google and it'll teach you how to set up Zoom.
Some of those videos can be confusing because I went on YouTube videos to like figure out how to set up the TV and.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I mean, it probably could work. I mean, it just depends on the videos.
Yeah, I guess. Okay, I appreciate that information, Lynn. Yeah. Well, brother and sister, I'm gonna get ready to close out. And I want to give all honor, glory to Yahweh by saying hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Praise the mighty Yah. And shalom, shalom. Oh.